Good morning, gamers! How you all doing today? My name's Mikey. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Wednesday show. I need to sneeze already. I'm so sorry. I was going to dab, but then I didn't. I realised it's 2023. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Mikey. Welcome to Hellstormwargaming. It's the Wednesday show, which means this month it's time to paint some terrain. Thank you, everyone. Let me know who you are and where you're watching from. Let me know what's the plan, what's cracking, what's going on in the land of Warhammer. I've been isolated from it for like 24 hours. It's been really cringe. It's been really, really cringe, chat. Hesitant to ping Lake Storm after the feels bad the other day. Don't worry, don't worry. Yeah, grandma has some power to the house. I was there all day yesterday with the electrician. Oh, what a nightmare. What an absolute nightmare. But yes, now I'm back live today. I've been on the phone with him this morning. Just a disaster. Just a disaster. Thanks everyone for blessing me. Bless you. Bless you all at home for being so polite with blessing me because I sneezed again. Morning, Alex Fowler. How you doing? Morning, Mikey. First stream for a bit. Been busy at work. Hope work's doing okay, mate. Good to see you again. Thanks for popping by. Morning. Just about finished my first Chaos Marine in painting discussion. Oh, nice, bud. Let's have a look. Painting discussion. Is it in the general bit? Today at 7. That was on the 11th. That's today. Do we get to the point of painting a model where you're worried you'll ruin it with extra effects? That looks great, bud. Are you going for like an Alpha Legion vibe? That looks great. That was really good. That was really, really good. I like it. What effects do you want to do? You're going to do some scales? I like the pink base. It's a really nice contrast. Morning, Pete the Wargamer. How you doing, buddy? Mate, I've seen your message. I'm excited. I'm excited. We're going to do it. I've just been off my feet for the past 3 days. So yesterday I was at my grandma's all day because if you watch the stream on Monday, you'll know that she lost power, and it turns out my late granddad was a bit of a handyman. So I've had 2 granddads from basically because my grandma remarried before I was born, but my late actual biological granddad was a bit of a handyman, and he's come back to haunt us like 40 years after he passed away. Haunting my grandma via the electrical circuits. So it's just been an absolute nightmare for the past 3 days. You want to know about my grandma's wiring? Should I draw you a picture? Listen, don't work on your own electrics unless you're qualified, okay? Don't do that, okay? Because basically, I'm going to draw you a picture. This is why I've been having problems at my grandma's, right? So, at home, here we go. Listen, I'm an electrician, okay? I'm qualified, kinda. I like to say kinda. I am qualified, honestly. I just don't have all the gear. So, in your house, you have 2 wires, right? And well, I'll do it properly. You have a brown wire, and you have a blue wire, and then it goes into a box. And it has lots of switches on it, you know? Beep. Like this. Lots of switches. We're not going to be this detailed. And this is a fuse box, right? I don't know who cares about this. I just think it's interesting. Right? And they have lots of fuse boxes. And then what happens is these come out and they go to like your shower and your cooker and shit. This is what happens. Electronics with Mikey, okay? Very, very interesting drawing. Right, just for ease, I'm going to draw a single wire for everything else. Your plug sockets, right? What happens is the wires come out and then they go to a plug socket. This is a plug socket, okay. That's not a very good plug socket. This is a plug socket, as you can see. Bam, bam, bam. Or maybe you do it like that if you want to, technically. All right, and maybe you fancy you got some USB slots on there. Look at that. Look at those USB slots. This is a plug socket, okay? What does the brown wire do? The answer may shock you. Brown and blue, if you're lucky. Mine is so old it's black and red. Well, my grandma's is also black and red, and that's a part of the problem. So what happens is you get like a plug socket. So this, let's say this is your front room, okay? This is your front room. Let me zoom in a bit so you can see what's going on. Okay, this is your front room. This is the main power, and then this is your front room. And what happens is they connect another socket because you want one for your telly. Here's another one for your telly. I'm not going to draw it as detailed every time. Right, and then you've got another one that's going to go to like your dining room, okay? And then sometimes, and that's going to go wherever, sometimes you have an extra one for your kitchen. So this is where your oven and your kettle. And then this is your toaster, etc. You get the idea, all right? What they are, they're called what's called connected in series because they're one after another, you know? They're not at the same time, they're one after another in a series, okay? Very simple to understand. What about the Earth? Yeah, the Earth is there, okay? Do you really need me to draw? The Earth comes in, it's bloody massive. The Earth goes out there, the Earth runs across. Yeah, you get the idea. Yeah, okay. However, my late granddad, who I never met, however, bit of a home handyman, okay? And this house was built in the 60s, so he didn't have plugs for the telly and plugs for the kettle and plugs for the toaster, okay? What he had was an idea. He had an idea, okay? And he added extra plugs around the house so my grandma could plug the Hoover in. You know, he was looking after his family. He's looking after his home. So what he did is we'll use this one for example. So this is the original, let's say this is the original wiring. He was like, I could do with an extra plug for like in the kitchen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hack into here and put an extra plug in. Okay? That's fine. Yeah, another plug socket. Good old granddad. Put an extra socket in. And then he was like, I could really do with another socket in the living room. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to, like, hack it onto here. Okay? I'm going to put another one in. You can see where this is going. You know what he did then? I really want power in the garage. Where can I get the power from? Okay, I'm going to put it off here. I'm going to put another plug socket in for the garage. And I'm actually going to extend the garage and put more on there. That's fine. You know what we want to do? We want to add a conservatory. Okay, I'll do the power myself. I'll hack the conservatory off here. So the poor electrician came out yesterday and was like, is there a junction box? And we were just like, I don't know. I don't know. Because I think I sent a list to my auntie yesterday. There are 19 plugs that don't work because they're all connected to this one line that is broken. So I think it's something like, if it's two and there's like a couple of ones, I think it's something like this of how many extra off the single leg is connected. 19 that don't work, she still has another 20 plugs. She just doesn't have power in the garage, okay? So, so yeah, so I know this is a Warhammer stream, and I'm going to paint terrain, but I thought this was really funny to find out that my good old granddad put a massive junction box here. This is bad because it's now shorting. The blue wire, the brown wire is live, and the green wire is earth. Okay, you all know this. The earth is the safety pin. You also have a blue wire here. We'll put that there. Okay, the thing is with these are supposed to never touch, but for some reason the brown wire is touching the green wire like this, and that's what's causing the issue. That's too many plugs. Even as a massive nerd, I don't need that many. I know. She's got everything. So my grandma owns 2 fridges and 2 freezers. She's very weird. She lives alone. 3-bedroom house. Okay. 2 fridges and 2 big freezers. Like not like small freezers. Like the massive 4 or 5 feet ones. Just need a long extension cord. That's essentially what he's made. That's essentially with this. Where's my mouse gone? With this, that's what he's made. He's made a gigantic extension cord for the entire house. For the bodies. Must be. I can't work it out. Why should he use 2 freezers? I have a 3-drawer freezer. I have a fridge freezer combo, and that's it. But yeah, also all the wires are too small. They're all red and black, and they're not rated for current technology. But there we go. That's another problem. Just wait till you find the chest freezer with the unlabeled meats in the basement. My grandma's so funny. She's hilarious, right? That wiring is shocking. Well done, Raziel. Well done, mate. You win. The thing is with it is like, I know this is a fucking random tangent. The thing is with it is, do you know like old people, boomers, right? Like my grandma, she's a big boomer. They always say like, we didn't have autism when we were kids. It's all made up. It's all blah, blah, blah. Where in actual fact, it's all just like undiagnosed autism. Because I think my grandma is slightly autistic because she's convinced that she's got no food in. But then she has like 3 frozen loaves of bread and like 24 bread cakes in the freezer. And she says she's got no bread. She's 82. She doesn't need that much bread. She needs a single loaf. That's it. But she's got a loaf and 2 spare in the freezer. And then like extra bread cakes spare as well. Like another 25 or 30 of them. So, like, whilst they didn't have autism or didn't have, like, neurodivergent people when they were younger, I think everyone's just really undiagnosed and just really, really bad. What are bread cakes? Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid, Stu. Bread cake. The only way to call it, look, bread cake. Northern English. The only English we need to worry about. Northern English. The real English language. Northern. The only one you need to worry about. Tea cakes? Nah, don't be stupid. That's some Barnsley and fucking Huddersfield shit. Fuck it, tee off the first YUC, smash a 32 amp fuse box, and it's all good. Just use 40mm tricore. It's funny, because you're an electrician, so you know, she's got the current cable she's got is only rated for 20 amps. That's the other problem. That's the other problem, mate. Tea cakes are sweet. They are, correct. Tea cakes are sweet and have raisins. A roll or cob? It's a cob if it's a sandwich, but if it's just the bread, you don't call the bread a sandwich bread, do you? You call it bread cake, but when you make it into a sandwich, it could be a bread cake sandwich, which would be weird, or a cob. The bread roll, you don't roll it. Cob from Chesney. Baps. I love Baps, to be fair, Pete. I also love Baps, just like you. Burger bun. Okay. There you go. That's what been my few days. So I'm actually completely out of the loop with Warhammer. I'm completely out of the loop. I feel like, you know, like what everyone says Warhammer is really confusing? I don't agree. Right up until I don't know what's going on. Now I wanted to talk about a little bit of drama as a treat. I'm gonna have to see it. I'm gonna see if I can find it. But I'm gonna do some like copying some words out that aren't English to try and understand it. Tornio Clan Carnos. I wonder if it's still up. Condes Vampiro versus Altos Elfos. That's high elves, right? I'm clever. I know how to speak Spanish, obviously. Warhammer Fantasy. I'm having to sound it out because it's not real words for me. It is for Spanish people, but for me, I've got no idea. Oh, it's just everyone talking about the drama. Ah, oh, is that it? Surely not. Was it them? Oh yeah, it's there. Look. I found it. I found it. Out the loop, just like your nan sockets. Can you not talk about my nan like that? Morning news without drama isn't morning news. We do have a little bit of drama. And then I'm going to have to paint some terrain. Listen, I don't know if you know, but I'm running a tournament at the end of this month. But I have a lot to do still. So I'm just commandeering these streams to be like, guys, we're painting terrain today. That's the plan. But in terms of like channel news, I have a video coming out today or tomorrow, depending on how quick I can get this thumbnail done, about the beast in the corner. They've just paid the invoice. So now I can talk about the Apex Maker X1 that's behind me, which is a very, very good resin printer that's on Kickstarter right now. So I've got a video coming out about that. Some of you have seen some like previews of stuff I've been printing. Another little preview. We have this beautiful miniature. Come on, there we go. This beautiful miniature. Elden Ring fans rejoice. Tarnished coming in. PTSD coming in. So like I've got a video about that coming out. I might be streaming as well tomorrow with Nick. We'll be doing like probably like an Ask Me Anything type hangout stream at Sanctuary at the studio, because we're going to build all the terrain and paint terrain probably. And then on Saturday we're going to do the reveal stream. On Sunday night, I think we're bringing back Boys Club. Okay, it's the event at Tampa this weekend, I think Games Workshop have said. Tampa GT 40k. Was that Melania? Maybe. Yeah, so it's the Tampa Open this weekend. As you can see, US Open Tampa, won the 40,000 grand tournament. And I believe they're streaming it on Twitch. Which means, much like the last Games Workshop Grand Tournament, we could bring back Boys Club. We could get some beers on Sunday night and watch the final. Maybe. I haven't seen them advertise it. I've seen them talking about Tampa. But maybe they have announced it. I've just not seen. Because, again, I've been a bit out of the loop. So I thought that'd be fun. If they do stream it, we could watch the final on Sunday night, like we did last time. Because that was a fun stream, I thought. The last time they tweeted, well, I talked about it, was the 28th of September, saying it's happening. I don't see them saying stream, which is not a great sign. That's not a great sign, to be honest. But we'll keep an eye. So we might do that Sunday night. But yeah, that's the plan. Potential stream tomorrow. And then we'll be streaming the reveals on Saturday. But again, we'll be talking about the drama today. We're talking about some potential drama today, but also we'll be painting terrain. Millennium isn't that bad. The Orphan of Cos is far worse. Which was the Orphan of Cos? I keep hearing about Saturday. Yeah, it's Warhammer Day, right? Warhammer Day. Why is it Warhammer Day? Does anyone actually know? Why is it that particular day Warhammer Day? What about that day is Warhammer Day? Bloodborne. Ah, okay. So I've only played a little bit of Bloodborne, and by a little bit I mean I got to that point where you could start seeing all the Cthulhu-based monster things. Isn't it Warhammer's birthday? The date it was founded. Ah, okay. Which is quite interesting because my auntie sent me this video the other day on Twitter. Not x.com before anyone says it. Shut up. Stop being stupid. Did everyone see this? I thought it was really interesting.
A game known to its fans as playing.
This is a tweet from BBC Archive. 1983, BBC Southeast at 6 explored the magical world of Dungeons & Dragons with the help of Games Workshop founders Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone.
Is, as any child will tell you, a fascinating pastime. But now it's become a craze that's sweeping the Southeast thanks to a game known to its fans as D&D.
D&D.
D&D stands for...
It's so funny watching this old man talking about D&D. Oh, that's actually known as Dungeons and Dragons, by the way, because I'm in with the crowd in the Southeast. I've been playing Lies of P. It's pretty damn good, I gotta say. Oh, DOWAG, mate. Lies of P is fucking shit and amazing at the same time. I'm on chapter 10, so I'm like in the end game now. I put 30 hours into that game in the past few weeks. It is very, very good. Very, very good. I really, really enjoyed it. I've got a bit annoyed at some of the mechanics. They take a little bit of getting used to, but then I remind myself it's not a From Software game, and I'm like, actually, wow, this is really good. I wonder how much Satan Panic there was. Listen to how he talks about D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons, a fantasy game that's something of a cross between a hobby and a cult.
It's a cult! D&D is a cult, everyone. I don't know if you realise.
It gives children and grown-ups the chance to get away from it all, playing it being knights in shining armour, enchantresses, wizards, or medieval monks. A spellbinding game where taking part is more important than winning.
It's so funny. He's like, yeah, it's escape it all to be knights in shining armour and part of this fucking cult, mate. Right? They're all fucking weirdos. They do blood rituals, I bet. I bet they got Satan statues and they put them in the middle of the board and then dance around them.
Well, Mike Donkin has been discovering how this
Mike Donkin
is now becoming...
Don't talk about Mike Donkin on the news.
very big business.
Let's just wander around the edge of the balcony and look at the treasure chest.
Life isn't always dull and workaday in the suburbs.
Doesn't it look shit? D&D pretty shit back in the day. Warhammer days when the cult was formed. That's the only thing that makes sense. Now it's just communities of big actual play shows that are cults. True, it's the fans that are cults now. D&D is about taking part and not winning. Why is every D&D player I know power gamer? Literally. I just don't understand how power gaming in D&D works. I don't understand the game enough to know how to do anything. Because I play D&D. I'm not playing right now, but I play like fairly infrequently, and I've got a good idea of like. Well, I mean, with D&D, fucking, you wait for your DM to tell you what to roll and you hope for the best. But I never know how to do anything. So I'll like go in, I'll be a barbarian, I'll fight twice, and I'll do like 4 damage. Okay. We can do like, I'll do like 4 damage. And then my elven friend, who is like a thief or something, who's not actually that good in combat, has got a dagger. I've got like a great axe. I'm like, bam! 4 damage total. And then they come over, they're like, I'm going to do this, 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 and this. Oh, yeah, that's 45 damage. And I'm like, excuse me, what? I just don't get it. I don't understand what I've been doing wrong. Anyway.
I'm not going to look at the Gorgon, but I'm going to turn around so I'm facing into the room a bit so I can actually sort of see if any of these statues start to move.
In this South London sitting room, they're playing a game that has thousands of devotees.
Look at that. Did you see that? Did you see that? Wait for it.
South London sitting room, they're playing a game that has thousands of devotees.
How much did Carlsberg pay to be on the BBC in 1983 to get that subtle turn of guys, we're not a cult, we drink lager. We drink lager like the boys. I thought that was so funny. Subtle advertising. Wouldn't have this on the BBC today, would you? Would you? All these cults allowing Carlsberg to be advertised?
And dragons. It's one of a new cult of fantasy role-playing games. The world you venture into is a dungeon mapped out on paper.
Oh, the intrepid goblin.
I do find it funny. If you haven't seen this video, okay, if you have, then fine. Which one's Ian Livingstone? Because I didn't realise at first. See if you can... Guys at home, play the game at home. Which one is Ian Livingstone? Okay, very famous man in the UK.
Each player assumes the character
That's not
of
even
a tiny painted figure.
That's not him, by the way, just to clarify. He's bald, isn't he? He's currently bald. He's currently bald.
in an adventure that takes him into the heroic, the macabre, and often the very gory.
And which one's Steve Jackson? Have a go. Have a go.
Reaching past
They are both
that
in this
other
room.
games don't reach.
Well, they're not at all like other
Right,
games.
that
There
gave
are
it
no
away.
boards, there's no
Look
winners
at
or losers.
Steve!
There isn't really an end.
Steve Jackson does not look like this anymore, I don't think. Steve Jackson, Games Workshop. That should come up. He looks quite similar, actually, to be fair. He does look quite similar. That's Steve Jackson now. He's great. He's great. What's to do with the beard? Yeah, that's Steve Jackson in the 80s.
To the game. And because there isn't very much equipment, or there doesn't have to be very much equipment, the whole game does go on in your mind. Well, people did call us cranks in the
This is
early
Mike
days
Duncan.
until
Look
they
how
started
confused he
seeing.
is. Look how confused he is. What's the gifted count? We've actually had 0 gifted today. It is very sad. We are trying to hit 10 gifted every single stream. If you want to support, become a member for as little as £2 a month. Appreciate you.
How popular
Back to
the
Steve
whole
Jackson
thing
with
was.
his
I mean,
beard.
This was sort of labelled a
He looks like
3-month
every
wonder.
Warhammer
Everybody
Twink
thought
player
that,
now.
Fantasy games were for kids. It was all about fairy stories, and that people ought to be playing the more serious war
You don't see the
games,
word
but,
cranks very often. No,
in
he's
fact,
cranks offensive these
they've
days.
been shown to be completely wrong, because fantasy games are now a lot more popular than war games ever were.
Look at the
Steve
cars,
Jackson
oh
and
my
Ian
God.
Livingston don't just play these games, they profit from
Here it
them.
is. Did you all
8
spot
years
Ian
ago-
Livingston? Did you all spot him? He looks like he plays Warcry. Oh shit, Jamartin! Jamartin, thanks so much for the 5 gifted. Oh my god, Jamartin, thank you so much, mate. Look at that, we're halfway!
Gifted
Halfway!
members.
Look at that. Dave, Dunrad, Drew Soul, Chris Bailey, and Spanish Inquisition. Make sure you say thank you and join our Discord. Exclamation point Discord in chat. Make sure you join in. Jamartin, thank you so much. That's so
Rejoin.
generous of you, mate. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, buddy. That's really, really kind of you, mate. Really, really generous. Thank you so much.
Member.
Make sure you say thank you. Just become a member. If you are a grey name, you can become a member for as little as £2. If you're already a green name, you can gift someone else a member. Call them poor. Important step. Jamartin, call all those people poor. Important step. Call them poor, and then you can get someone else join the Discord for free for 30 days. Anyway, are you ready for the Ian Livingston jump scare? Right, this is Ian Livingston now. Sorry, I should clarify. Sir Ian Livingston. He's always in fucking, what's it called? What's that show with that guy? The business show. The Apprentice. He's always in The Apprentice these days. This is Ian Livingston now. I don't Welsh shaming. It's not about Welsh shaming. It's about calling them poor. This is Ian Livingston now. Famous Apprentice extra.
They threw in their regular
That's
jobs
Steve.
and slept in the back of a van as
Look
they
at
struggled
him. It's Super
to make
Mario.
the stuff of dreams a
It's
saleable
Super Mario
commodity.
in real life.
Now this fantasy factory turns out
I just think he looks so... He's very 80s. Very, very 80s, but Jesus
games
Christ.
and models which they sell in their own shops in
I think he
London,
looked better
Manchester,
here.
Birmingham and Sheffield. The turnover is
Did
extraordinary.
you hear that? Games Workshop in Sheffield. Let's go, baby. Northern Powerhouse. Sorry. I'm getting really
Penguin
excited
have
about this.
published a series of games books written by Steve and Ian, and all of them have topped the children's bestseller lists. And
Show me
there's a
Ian
magazine
Livingston.
called White Dwarf, with a circulation of 20,000.
Cheers,
Its
Martin, you're a
readers
fucking
trade
star, mate.
Ideas and run fantasy championships and conventions.
I'm afraid, Jervis, that I'm going to attack you.
Even staff at the Games Workshop seem
God, he looks like he works at Games Workshop, doesn't he? Oh, God, he looks like he works at a Games Workshop, him. Guys, have you heard about Warhammer Age of Sigmar?
gripped. When the production line stops for lunch, it's workers' playtime.
I like the challenge of setting up an entire world with its own laws, peculiar religions, races.
I've never heard of this man, but he sounds well interesting. I like how, but I do like, just going back to this bit, they're like, when the production line stops for lunch, is workers' playtime. They still do this now, okay? They still do this now. When they break for lunch, they all go and like play Warcry over lunch or whatever. They play like a game of Age of Sigmar. They'll be like, I'm running gargants today because I've only got an hour for lunch. They still do this, and this is the problem in Games Workshop. Crack that whip.
And conventions.
I'm afraid, Jervis, that I'm going to attack you.
Even staff at the Games Workshop seem gripped. When the
This is
production
really
line
funny.
stops for lunch, it's work.
Another advertisement. 7-Up. Let's go, baby.
It's playtime.
I like the challenge of setting up an entire world with its
Does
own
Gary
laws,
Chalk do anything
peculiar
these days?
religions, races, reasons for fighting each other, reasons for liking each other.
But you play them to the bitter end, don't you?
Yes, to the bitter end. Many of our game sessions last many hours, 18, 20 hours is not unheard of.
Gary
But,
Chalk,
they're
Games
riveting
Workshop.
during that session. They're riveting, and you lose all
Yeah,
track
they
of
can't play test
I
more
get
than
on the
3
train
games a week,
home, very
literally.
often I sit there and make up adventures as I go home. I sit and write them out, try out different plots, invent new characters, and by the time I've got off about an hour and a half later, I've usually got something that I actually keep and develop very, very often later on the same evening.
That is pretty impressive. Come up with something on the way home. He worked on Battle Cars, Cry Havoc, Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, Fantasy Warlord, Cadwallon Devil King's Hero Quest, and Terror of the Lich Master. So he worked on Hero Quest back in the day. Devil Kings is a PlayStation 2 video game by Capcom? Oh my god. What the fuck's Cadwallon? Role-playing game in 2006. Fantasy Warlord dead. Cry Havoc 1981. I think the most recent thing he's done, except for the re-release of Hero Quest, is an RPG by Rackham, which is a dead company now, and then Devil Kings, a Japanese-inspired, known in Japan as Sengoku Basara, is a 2005 video game on the PlayStation 2. Gary Chalk got the raw end of the bargain. I just realised this isn't proper full screen anymore, by the way. Sorry. Hero Quest is amazing. Hero Quest is amazing. I've not played it since the 90s. I've always wanted to get it back, though. So, the first foray into anything Games Workshop, my first thing that I ever touched was a Hero Quest game, because my babysitter, called Craig, had a copy of Hero Quest. I was like, that looks cool, what's that? And I was like 4. But I don't remember anything about it. I remember the miniatures. I remember the Bardic broadcast video, the famous Browzone. That one, you know, great video. Great video. But I've, not played it since. I'd love to, I would keep thinking about picking it back up. Midwinter Minis is doing a series about paying Hero Quest. I'm like, I could just go buy it. I could just go and get one. But I'm also like, just another project, innit? Just another project for the pile of shame. Mikey slipping in comments about babysitter. What do you mean? What does this mean? What's wrong with that? Can you not call them babysitters anymore? Anyway,
Do you ever
Gary Chalk
escape into real life?
worked on a PlayStation 2 game.
Not if I can possibly avoid it, no. No, real life is quite horrible. This is much better.
Based Gary Chalk.
How much does it take people over? Does it get into their minds and does it grip them?
Well, only totally.
That's Ian Livingston. Look at him. Look at him there.
Some people become completely obsessed.
He looks like a mix of Mario and Robin Williams. Right? Mario and Robin Williams mixed together. That's this man here.
Only totally.
This man will be Sir Big Man on Apprentice. That's who he's going to turn into. You would never have guessed it, would you? You never have thought you'd see. So you know what? That guy will be a sir one day. That fucking nerd who runs the cult.
People become completely obsessed, and they do it for hours and then they play it for whole weekends. And it's so unique in its appeal because you don't know what's going to happen.
With this empire of yours now, though, is a lot of the pleasure just watching the checks roll in.
It's certainly not reached that stage yet, because...
Yet was the key word in that sentence.
We started the business off as our hobby. This was our hobby, and we thought, well, I don't know, let's see if we can have a go at making it a business. Really, the whole thing...
What did Alan Sugar look like in the 80s? Okay, let's find out. Alan Sugar... 1983, because that's when this was released. Probably like a fucking nerd, mate. I don't know what year this is. This is what pops up for Ali Sugar 1983. Fucking name. I listen to the Beatles and I'm really cool. That's Alan Sugar. That's what he said. He definitely did. There you go. So that's these two chaps, really rich, making cool TV shows on the television. That's Jeremy Beasley. It's not. Jeremy Beadle. Who's Jeremy Beadle? Oh, he does look like him. But no, that was Alan Sugar. Uh, 100% Livingston is getting played by John C. Reilly. Oh my god, yes! Yes, he is! Who's Jeremy Beadle? Who is Jeremy? I've seen a picture of him now. Who is it? I don't know. He looks like a weird Tim Curry. You are young. I'm 29. Jeremy Beadle. As an English television presenter during the 80s, died in 2008. Okay, listen. I wasn't alive in the 80s. Just to clarify. I wasn't alive in the 80s, so it's understandable I won't know the man from the 80s. He was regular on the television in 1980s. And in 2 years appeared in 50 weeks of the year. There you go. Okay.
It's like a game. I mean, it is a game in itself, like Monopoly.
This entire section
Don't try and tell me this cult game is like Monopoly, all the family fun. Does no one remember You Being Framed? Yes, with Harry Hill. Yeah, I do.
To the wall.
It's like one of these new beds that go into the wall.
These two have disappeared from view.
I see.
There we go. There we go. That I thought it was quite an interesting video. So that was on the BBC archive. My auntie sent it to me the other day. So that must be why it's Warhammer Day soon. Because on this day in 1983, which is October 6th.
Playing a role.
Don't you tell me about this cult again. But also, what I thought was interesting is this artwork isn't D&D, it's something else. It's like Monopoly, capitalism isn't a cult. Oh wait, yeah, literally. Literally. Anyway, yeah, I thought that was really interesting. Quite fascinating. He requested Space Crusade with my first steps into GW. The Dreadnought for Space Crusade was fired. Listen, okay, secret. Listen. Come closer. Listen. I have a 99% complete Hero Quest copy downstairs. 99% complete Hero Quest copy. Not Hero Quest. Shit. No, not Hero Quest. That's a lie. Sorry. I have a 99% complete Space Crusade copy downstairs. And I don't know what to do with it. I don't know if I should just sit on it for 50 years and then put it on eBay. Or I should paint it and make a video. But it's 99% complete. It's missing 4 Gene Stealers and an Orc. 4 Gene Stealers and an Orc. But it has every card. Every other model. The Dreadnought. Yeah, it's the original Dreadnought in there. I have the 99% complete Hero Quest in box. Give it a headway when you hit 10 subs. Imagine. Imagine. I've hit 10 this week. Right, cheers, guys. Hit Space Crusade. Isn't it priceless? Isn't it priceless? I don't know. How much is... Let's have a look how much a Space Crusade complete set is. Crusade complete. 369 1990, so before I was born. They seem to be around £300 on eBay. Rare expansion. There's one here for 20 quid, but I don't think that'll stay. Where am I here? I don't know. Pickclick.uk. £350 for a complete set. Jesus Christ. I'm on a gold mine. I'm on a gold mine. I did not pay £350 for it, but there we go. What was this one? 185. Complete unpainted. Okay, but that's a lot cheaper. I think someone might have been trying that look. Oh, it's priceless. You may have to include some Hellstorm dice in the giveaway as well so the winner doesn't feel charged. My friend Dad has some original epic Space Marines on sprues in the OG Hero Quest in box 2. That's pretty good. You should stream a game using 40k models. I don't think they'll fit. I don't think they'd fit, would they? They'd be way too big. You could probably get the missing models. Would have seen the stuff to go missing would have been all the cards. Yeah, so it's just a couple of the models, and a lot of them are quite generic. Like my friend Kev has a lot of the jeans dealers, so I'll probably get them from Kev. It's like a lot. What are the orcs I'm missing? Maybe one of the Chaos Warriors, but I can't remember. Anyway, so I bought it from a guy, car boot, and he was like, "It's mostly complete," and I was like, "I'll buy it." And I think I might make a video about it, like paint it all up in like classic scheme. Short change, no idea what hard change is. I understood what you meant. I got the vibe. I got the idea. But yeah, I have it downstairs. I thought it'd be fun. And I've also got like the Space Marine board game. So I thought it might be quite interesting to compare the two different ones. I don't know. I don't know. Ideas, chat. I've always got like lots of little video ideas. Des made me buy something like 2 years ago. Like made of paper, if you remember Des. I did buy it. I still have it. I still haven't done anything with it. It's one of those where I'm like, this would be a really good video. I'm going to do that soon. And then just never does it. Retro style Blood Ravens. That would be fun, but also, would you want to do it like in a cool custom way, or would you do it in a classic way? Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I'd still have it though. I still have it. It's still there. It's in the other room. I'm gonna have to. I'm hopefully moving my studio in the next few months. I'm looking at like moving all my studio into one place, and that's why I'm gonna have to consolidate video ideas into one place because they're all over the house at the minute. I like fucking Space Crusade sat downstairs, the paper thing that I don't want to leak. I suppose I could. I've got no. Well, I'll save it. I'll save it. Guess you would do it with the range of nostalgia paints. Maybe. Did you release a Road Trader style salamander tutorial yesterday? I saw that. To be fair. But I think like on YouTube, retro stuff seems to do really well. Retro Warhammer. Broadsword smashing it with all the retro videos, look. Let's do uploaded in the last year. 145,000 views. Right, we're painting it classic, guys. Guys, we're painting it in the classic. Look at that there. Look, Broadsword Wargaming. Painting Warhammer like it's 1994. 4 months ago. Miniscape, don't know who this is, but collecting orcs like it's 1993. Man, if he put 1994, he would have got so many more views. But yeah, classic Warhammer painting. Look, another one. Painting new Warhammer like the 90s. Classic. Broadsword smashing it. Easy retro Tyranids. 194,000 views. Lads, we're going to have to paint it in retro style because Jesus Christ, these views are crazy. Painting greenskins like it's 1994. Nostalgia is a license to print money. I think so. Making terrain like it's It's just... It's all the same title, just ever so slightly different. But fair play. The grind here, Broadsword. Ollie absolutely grinded here. 196,000 views. Nostalgia's a cult. Yeah, it is. I agree. I watched this one. This is a great video. This is a really good video. Paint all trees like it's 1993. It's the same. It's all the same. Paint Warhammer like it's 1988. 170. I just put painting X like it's X, and I just get it. Just unlocks millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views. Clearly, that's mental. Paint the Warhammer 40k box like it's the 90s. I think 1993 is the winner. If I was born in 94, I'm gonna do one. Kirioff, you can't keep watching my stream and stealing all my ideas. You can do what you want. Good luck getting a Space Crusade. I wonder if there's any more like it. Well, it's painting. I'm going to put painting like it's the painting Warhammer. We're just going to have a look at this specific line. I can't spell. Did you mean painting Warhammer like it? Sorry, YouTube. Jesus Christ. And I'll put most viewed. How's that? Painting 2 and look at 1721. You know what, Kirioff? Banger YouTube video. Banger. Absolute banger, mate. Okay. This isn't working. Nah, it's not quite worked how I was wanting. This is just Henry Cavill and painting in general. I've never seen a video at 999,000 views. Can we get it to 1 million? Not quite. Another 900 to go. That didn't quite work as well as I was hoping. Yeah, just it seems like fucking... Just like millions and millions of views. Just off you go. Enjoy. Paint old shit. Oh? 146,000 views. This isn't peachy. Who's this man? It says I've watched it though, so I might have done. Anyway, that was funny. Gonna buy a canvas and paint a portrait like a Termagon. Like, honestly, like, oh no, do I say this out loud? Do I say this out loud? I do that. I always say ideas out loud, and then I'm not saying Kirio's going to steal it, but people love to steal my ideas. But have you seen these thrift store repaintings? Thrift store painting makeover. Have you seen these? Like, Jazz has done a few. I'm more bothered about shorts. I don't know what that was. Is there sound on this? Or is it really quiet? Anyway, what people are doing is going out and buying really old art prints from charity shops and then repainting them. And doing cool shit. Like, look at that. He's adding a drone. Epic. He's added Amazon. He's indoctrinated, chap. But also... Warhammer. But Warhammer. That's all you have to do. There's the yoink and twist. You know? What is she doing? I'm not watching that one.
Here's your sign to do the thrift store ghost painting trend.
Ruined it. He was in a thrift store. He's given to charity. He didn't ruin anything. So you just like get an old painting and repaint over it. I get the idea. Paint, please. There we go. So everyone's doing it for Halloween, which is a really cute idea to do with girlfriends and partners. Do this, go to a charity store, give to charity, also repaint, do some painting together, that'd be cute. You've got paint, just paint on their canvas. But also, what about doing this with Warhammer? Like doing fucking Necron Warrior coming out the door or some shit. So, my main problem is I can't paint for shit. But that could be funnier. It would be funnier. Kiri Bungie, your paint is top class, what you're about. That doesn't mean I could paint or turn it into a landscape. Why not? Why not, Kirioth? I like when people buy Pokemon cards and then extend the art over the text. Yeah, Georgie loves doing that. I'm going to out her now. Where are they? They're here. she's not here, so she can't tell me off. But me and Georgie, we go to this shop that sells Pokemon cards really cheap, and then she paints over them. This is one Georgie's done. She's great. She's so talented. Look at that. So that's a Pokemon card that she's like extended the artwork over. And then like made it like full artwork, which is cool. She used to do it with Magic cards, but now she started doing it with... Well, she's not done this. She's not done it in a while, but this is like a Pokemon card that she's painted over. She's so good, right? Do Ojo not on the lake. There's... Start... trademark. Trademark. Claimed. Mine. I'm going to do Dreadnought on the lake. But yeah, she's really good. She's really, really talented. So yeah, she doesn't do it so often because she says she can't paint. I'm just like, you're a fucking liar. But yeah, she's really good at it. It's Mikey Shrew's gonna take it. Oh, Dreadnought of the Lake would be funny. Would actually be hilarious. I love alters. Yeah, they're really... She's really, really good. So she used to do a lot of Magic cards, and then like we don't really play Magic, so we just started buying random Pokemon cards. Anyway, let's do a little bit of drama, shall we? Do the creation with Colin and Primaris Marine. Also not a bad idea. The problem is, carry off with that idea is I also can't paint onto a canvas. I've never done it. I have done it, but like not in that. I've never painted Warhammer onto a canvas. Anyway, little bit of drama time. Drama. Drama. Has everyone seen? Has everyone seen this Spanish tournament? This Spanish tournament is there's a Warhammer Fantasy 6th edition tournament. And they posted like a recording of a tournament, okay? Like, so it wasn't live streamed, but they've recorded the people playing in this tournament, and they essentially recorded it and then like did a voiceover, like chatting about it. I challenged Hellstorm Mikey to paint retro Warhammer. Only it's on canvas and oil painting. Deal. Deal. I paint Warhammer like a Bob Ross. Done. So yeah, so you might have seen this sort of video, screenshots from this video. This is a tournament, and they're like commentating over it. It's all in Spanish, so I've turned the volume off. But it is by Clan Carnos, this video. Anyway, you might just think, oh, that's a really interesting game of Warhammer. Wow, what a cool game of Warhammer. I love Warhammer. It's so good. And you can see this man, he always plays with his dice, and that's fine. I always play with my dice as well. However, it's very clear from this video that this man is cheating, the high elf player. Like, can you see this? How do you get outed so easily with a double 5 dice? All 5s, baby. It's not your brain playing tricks on you. He's got his dice on camera, and they have all 5s on them for there. And I think there's more. I think there's one with like all 6s on. Like you can see there, if we have a look again, let's zoom, enhance. You can see there that that dice that we just saw, 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5. Let's skip ahead. Let him move some of these dice out of the way. Look, he's playing with it. He's playing. That's the audacity of this video. That he's like playing with that dice. So where is it? Where is the dice? I think it's that one. I think it's this one here. Keep an eye. Look, there you go. He's fiddling with it again. This is how you catch cheats, by the way. If they play with one dice, okay, if you keep playing with the single dice or a dice in the same position, keep an eye on it. So he's holding it. The reason being is because it's got 5 of the same fucking face on it, or 6 of the same face. So he's kind of like shielding it with his hand. He's like, oh, I've got a couple of dice and got the orange one. Yeah, I'll just like hold my hand like this. Here's the table. I'll just hold my hand like this. So you can't. It's a 3 and 6. Don't worry about it. Oh, I'll just fiddle with it again. Just fiddling with the just a multiple dice, guys. Multiple dice. I keep dropping them. Wait, so he's got it in his hand now. He probably needs a 5. Roll it. Oh look, he's rolled a 5. Sorry, I realised I didn't press the scene. Sorry, I'll watch it again. It's fine. So it's there. He's playing with it. Oh man, I really need to make at least one save here. Let's go. Oh, I've rolled one save. Because he's all 5s. It's all 5s again. So he's constantly, throughout this game, playing with the same dice. He's got to make sure he doesn't actually roll that for like a fucking leadership test or something. Oh man, the audacity of this man. The audacity. And they're commentating on the game like, he's making some really good choices here. Yeah. Some really, really good tactical maneuvers. Let's speed up because we can't actually listen to it. But like, yeah, he's just constantly rolling. He's always got that 5 in there. Look, it's there. Whenever he rolls that same dice. Is his opponent looking away when he rolls like he's putting his pin number in? Must be. Every time. Look, did you see that? Oh my god, he's so crazy. He's so crazy. Look at this. Okay, I'm just going to turn the music on a minute. Look at this, right? Watch how he puts it back. So he's rolled his saves, and then he's going to put that particular dice back there. Oh, he needs to make another save. Oh! He got all 6s as well. Oh, all 5s. All good. Where's his all 6 dice? So he purposely puts that one down at the back. And then he's like, oh, I need another save. Ah! All 6s! All 6s! What? Look, I'm trying to work out which one. I think he's got 3 6s and something else. Because that's a 2. Oh, don't go not full screen. God damn it. I'm trying to hack YouTube. So that's his all 5 dice. And then he picks up that one, which does have a 2 on it. But then when he rolls it... all 6s. Rolls it again. Oh, it's cocked. It's got a 6 and a 2 on it. So it's not all 6s, guys. Guys, it's not all 6s. But half of them, at least. Look how quickly he picks it up when he's got the result as well. Oh, he's rolled another 5. That's all right. Red dice equals sus dice, literally. So he's got at least 2. One with all 5s and one with all 6s. You know? Oh, like mostly 5s, mostly 6s. He's picking them up pretty quick, but the number of times he's landed with another 5 or 6 is insane. So I think we have a better angle of this table than the opponent, right? Because if you think about it, we're like, if this is the table, right, we're looking at like this angle, okay? That's where this camera is, as you can see. We're like that angle. So when you've got the dice on there like that, because we've got that angle, we can see 3 of the sides really easily because of the angle we're looking at. Because we're like this, so we can always see like this, as you can tell. You know, this is a very important scientific experiment. You know, so we can see like, oh yeah, there's 3 sides and they're all 5s, but the opponent has got an angle more like this. Don't forget, so they can only see 2 of the sides at the same time, rather than 3, unless it lands perfectly. They've got like a bit more of a height compared to us because this was quite a low table. So I think the opponent is probably just not noticing. He's probably just like, oh, that's a 4 on the other side. Oh, that's a 5 on top. That's a 4 on the side. Now the 6 one, just stupid. Actually stupid. You should just be able to spot that straight away. But like the 5 is like a little bit harder to see, I think, because you might at a glance think it's a 4 or a 3. You know. When I used to play these dice in the Hellstorm store, all these hype videos have worked on me and now want some toilet dice. Toilet dice or multi-face dice. I need to get some. Plus, true, we're not looking at the models and thinking about the actual game. Yeah, exactly. They played a dog shit game that was way too complex. That's why they canned it. So he's concentrating on his game plan rather than the dice he's rolling. Just hoping his opponent is not fucking cheating. I wish we could hear them talk. Oh, I wish I could like, understand them. I don't speak Spanish, so I don't. But I just think it's funny that these 3 are like commentating over the game. You know? And then it's only afterwards they realise.
4 o 5, no sabemos. Es frontal.
Ojo que ha puesto el
chequeo.
So they're normal dice. Because essentially the context of this video, as far as I'm aware, is that they've recorded the video and then they're like commentating over it, looking at like the battle plans and stuff. Have they spotted the dice? I don't think they do. But yeah, so they haven't noticed, I don't think.
No, los ha puesto ahí ya contando con que iba a matar a casi toda la unidad. Para luego... Pero ¿por qué no reacciona la carga huyendo? Porque tan cerca...
But he's always holding the pair of dice. I think it's those ones.
Claro, pero él lo ha puesto ahí, yo creo, porque si luego tal...
Y si pierde el combate, entonces tiene alguna posibilidad.
The fact that people like cheat like this is actually ridiculous. The fact that you cheat like this is ridiculous, but also the audacity of someone that is like... the audacity of someone to cheat, but not only cheat so much that they don't think about not cheating on camera is actually crazy. There was a really famous one of an X-Wing tournament that he had modded dice as well, and he played the modded dice on camera and got caught by the live chat. They looked at the dice, they were like, oh, this is all crits rather than like all like what he should be. So he got banned. The audacity to cheat when you're playing high elves, also true. True, base deck null. But it's just crazy to sit there and like cheat on camera, right? Like, I don't understand how you can go, oh shit, I'm actually just going to continue on camera. Like, what thought is going through your head? Is you're rolling these sketchy dice, you're going to be like, oh, it's going to get away with it. Like, no. You shouldn't cheat anyway, obviously. That's like without saying you shouldn't cheat anyway, because what's the fucking point? Oh, you won because you had fake dice. Well done to you, spent £3 on fake dice. Wow, such a great gamer. But then to cheat on a live stream and expect not to get caught. Like, fuck me.
La doncella cargado
and it's so obvious. It's so obvious. These are spotted. Like straight away, as soon as you click anywhere in this stream, you can see them. Let's click forward 10 minutes. Where are they? Ah, yeah, I can't see it on this one. Okay, fair. But he's probably got him in his pocket. It's there. Can you see it? I don't know if I can see it. Oh, it's there. You can see it. You're right. It's right there. It's here. There. It's there on camera. And the sixes as well. Yeah, good spot. Oh, man. The audacity. Just have them on the table. Put them back in your dice bag. Come on, mate.
Pero sí,
Pero bueno, estos carros se reagrupan rápido, tampoco, no sé,
They're different dice. No, they're the same. They're the same dice as far as I'm aware. The cheat dice are square. I think they look like the same dice. Normal ones are rounded. I can't quite tell. Maybe they definitely look a bit different, but I can't quite tell. It's not quite good quality. I get you though. They do look a bit more square in this shot, especially. But that's even more even more audacity in this fucking guy.
Porque si no está muerto, O sea, no se va a escapar.
He's failed. That's a shame. That's a shame. Well, what about we need a high roll now? Surely we need a high roll. Oh my god, he rolled the 5 and 6 on those two dice as well. And again, and again. Are they cheat dice? He's had to slow down his rolls, hasn't he? Can you see? He was going too hard rolling a 5 and a 6 every single time. His opponent probably went, man, you're rolling so many saves. What the fuck? And he's like, yeah, crazy, man. Crazy dice rolling. I'm a very good general, actually. I wonder how many he's got then.
No le preocupa mucho, porque él confiaba mucho en la chapa de los tumularios. Que son muy duros,
Y R4.
R4, sí. Es que al final todo suma.
Saca al mago.
Saca al mago porque ve que, ostras.
A los magos.
It would be even more funny if the normal ones were all weighted. The thing is, you can't like say they're not. You know, they probably are. Because like, they are all variants of cheat dice, probably. Probably. He's got weighted dice and dice with the same numbers up. If someone turns up with glossy red dice at my toilet, I'm just going to give you red card straight away. They're just cheat dice.
Y sacarlos, ojo, sacrificando elfos para salvar a esto es un
a los magos, ¿no?
Let's skip ahead. Right, okay. There's a lot of 6s and 5s on there. Can we see the cheat dice? Yeah, the 5 is right there. Look, just above the number.
No, pero que cargan 36.
Claro, pero es que ahí veo un caballero suelto.
Ah, por la carga fallida dices.
He was playing with him so much earlier. I think his opponent might have noticed. There's someone else at the table now, and they haven't spotted the cheat dice.
Mira que las distancias de aquí engañan mucho.
Ya.
Que están mucho.
Ahí alguien está moviendo.
Está descarga fallida y se quedan ahí.
Vale. Que no sabía, pero he visto un caballero allí. Digo, no sé si es que ha cargado alguien solo o tal.
No, lo habrá marcado. Dónde estaba.
Then again, your opponent could be cheating according to this because you can't fucking see his dice. Tiny little grey ones and a grey board. Anyway. So yeah, so this video came out. Oh wait, he's playing for. What's he doing here? Go on, show me. Oh, there's the cheat dice right next to each other. Let's watch it again. Slow mo. 5-5, and I think that's the 6. That is the 6 there. You can see it's cocked. You can see it's cocked, and all the 6s are shut. No.
La otra tiene que volver al meollo.
Okay, and he'd take wins a magic test probably. I don't know how this game works.
Sí, pero daba igual, no coincidía. Había uno que era puro de corazón y otro general. Daba igual cuál hubiese de los dos, que eran 100 puntos.
Y además lo jugaron todo el rato así y al revés, o sea, que me
I'm just surprised these 3 didn't see it. Going back and watching it, you know.
Él dijo, este es el...
They've since updated the thumbnail to say that they've seen it, but I think it was only when it came out on Reddit.
Puro de corazón y el otro es el... Y luego los jugó todo el rato así y cambiados. Me refiero que tampoco...
Por el tema de hechizos, que iban al revés. Pero daba igual. Quiero decir, a Vlad le interesaba lo mismo. Matar al general y de corazón. Son 100 puntos igual. De victoria extra. Entonces, y valían los mismos puntos cada uno. Entonces eran 2 magos de nivel 2. Pero bueno.
Aquí Vlad va a perder esos tumulares. Vamos, no recuerdo mucho la partida, pero creo que...
It's going too fast.
Creo que el general estaba en esa unidad, en la de tumularios. No era una vampiresa o no sé qué historia, es un vampiro que había ahí en la ciudad.
No, ya era una nigromante.
Ah, una nigromante.
Roll your cheat dice, damn it. Dance, monkey dice, dance.
Que ya está apartada y fijaos.
I passed them. He He's so funny. He's so funny. Watch his hand gesture. He's like, what? 4 saves to make? Yeah, that's fine. 4 saves? I don't know.
No, ahí había una nigromante.
Yeah, take 4 saves.
Había una nigromante en tumularios, una nigromante en zombies, que ya está
Oh,
apartada.
I passed 2.
Fijaos
That's
esa
fine.
águila que está ahí.
Oh, good.
Vale.
Oh, good. I passed 2. Ah, the fucking audacity. Anyway, did he win? It doesn't look like he won. Oh, it does look like he won. It's crazy that he won with his cheating dice. Anyway, so that came out, and obviously all the comments are in Spanish, but what did come out was a post on Reddit. Reddit, don't we love Reddit? Cheating in Warhammer Fantasy 6th edition tournament. And as you can see, the picture has the cheating dice right there, so you see them both there. But they fucking we just watched the entire video. You can see there's another all sixes, is there? Oh man, I'm just like one of them commentators. There's another all 6. Let's just skip back a bit. So there's a 555, a 555. Let me turn the subtitles off so we can see. Is there another all 6?
No, sí, porque es individual, entiendo.
Tell me when. Tell me when. There's the 555. Now he's grabbing. He's all 6-6. Now there's not one in that pile as far as I can tell. We were looking and still missed it. That's the problem. We're nearly at the same point we were a second ago, I think.
Están vivos los dos muertos, no se pueden unir. Están juntos, pero no revueltos.
Ahora mismo yo creo que hay 3 unidades.
Nolan is lamb shouting in hands on his screen. So he's gonna make him. I'm pretty sure he's gonna make him take some saves in a second. Or did we skip forward too far?
Un zombie skater.
Un zombie Z, ¿no? De estos de...
Eso es de la joroba. Ahí es el que te has comprado tú, de la joroba.
Pero aquí vemos la manera en la que Bardiel ha conseguido sacar una unidad tocharra con el vampiro sin que el vampiro pueda probar la sangre.
Esa es la moda, esa es el poder de la movilidad. Uf, te desbancan y te quedas ahí.
Te quedas ahí vendido.
I don't know where I was watching where he took them 4 saves.
Trababa que no sé qué y no sé.
Anyway, big fat cheat. Get fucked. So he got outed on Reddit, and let's have a look at the comments. Imagine being a grown man buying fixed site to cheat a game with toy soldiers in a game that's 20 years old. Also very true. He shows them to his opponent. Decknell, what are you talking about? What do you mean he shows them to his opponent? Did you skip forward? I need a timestamp. Where was I?
Bueno.
I don't think he did.
Bueno, vienen los dados.
Es un juegazo,
After that roll, he moved them towards his opponent. Man, I've skipped forward way too far. I don't know where that was. He keeps picking them up and holding them. Have you noticed?
No, no se pueden unir, no se pueden unir.
No, en turno posterior.
No, porque están vivos.
Están vivos los dos muertos, no se pueden unir. Están juntos.
Anyway. The nightmare scenario for this guy being cocked and both showing the 6. He rolled 3 dice and pushed them forward. Probably to show his opponent the result, but probably not to show him they were cheating. Right? Anyway, the point is, cheater. Big fat cheater. So he got outed on Reddit about it, and yeah, it's just fucking... Again, just imagine the audacity of sitting there being like, yeah, I'm cheating with these dice. Since not all speak Spanish in the comments, several people notice it and the cheater has been disqualified. That's the thing. That's the thing with it. It's like, no one noticed. The players didn't notice, which is fair. It's a lot of stress when you're trying to look at it. You know, when you're trying to play that sort of game, it's a lot of stress to know to try and like keep an eye on your opponent actually having cheating dice. Then to record it, then to commentate on it, then only after that realize it's like they're fake dice. The video is in Spanish, so most people won't understand what anyone's saying. The thing is, nobody noticed this, and the Hales guy who is cheating in the video smashed his opponent hard by using trick dice. It's the first time I witnessed something like this, and it's sad and hilarious. It's funny. It is very funny. I'm surprised it took a video to find the issue. The one die has a 6 on all sides. Would be pretty hard for an opponent who's trying to read your dice to miss. But yeah, he's one of those who kind of like, oh, picks him up straight away. That's the kind of hilarious part. Not only did this guy cheated badly, using rigged dice to cheat is an old trick, up to and including in Casino Craps games. But a good cheater will make sure not to fucking leave them out on the table where they can be noticed. Yes, that's the thing. He kept playing with them, which made me suspicious. If someone's fiddling with the same 2 dice, that makes me suspicious. But also just blatantly leave them on the table. If you're chucking them back into a dice bag, it's a lot harder to see. You know. Now, I know streamers don't normally interfere with games, but is this a point where you'd have to get up and slap the cheater around the face while still on stream? If I saw this on stream, I would, disqualify the player. Because whenever I stream an event, I ask the TO if I'm okay to be the TO for the table. Because, having to go up and, go, oh, we've spotted some cheat dice, we're just going to continue the game to not cause drama, is really dumb. It's really, really dumb. It's a really dumb take to have. If someone's cheating, you call them out, you know? I'm there, I'm watching the game, you're on stream, you shouldn't be cheating. It's you can't be like, oh, well, I'll get ostracized on stream. And it's well, you shouldn't have been cheating, you know? Consequence of my actions. It's a video idea, how to cheat like it's 1994. Well, the point is, it's if you're going to go on stream, that's fine. If you don't want to go on stream, why? Why not? Explain yourself. What have you got to hide? And if you are on stream and cheating, unlucky if you get called out, you shouldn't have cheated. Because if you just played a game on stream, because I've streamed hundreds and hundreds of games, okay? Whether that's myself or at a tournament, you know, I've streamed hundreds of games, and I've never had an issue with the player being called out for being a cheater or whatever. We have people say, oh, you got rules wrong, and we're like, hey mate, you might have played that wrong. And they're like, bugger, never mind. And that happens all the time. Is that cheating? Potentially. Potentially cheating. Could be. But probably isn't. Very unlikely. But if they're going to go on stream and then, they're using fake dice or they're cheating with their army or moving it too far or whatever, then, fucking, it's your own fault, you know? Why were you cheating? I was on stream and I got called out for cheating. Why were you cheating? You know? Anyway, the way a skill cheat will make it work... Guys, I'm not teaching you how to cheat, by the way. The way a skill cheat will make it work is make the roll, leave the dice out for just as long as it takes the roll to be counted, then quickly palm them and replace them with legit dice until they're needed again. Exactly. That's how you cheat. One of the rookie mistakes he's made is using dice that all have the same numbers on their facing, which are much easier to spot and more common, much harder to detect type of rigged die is one that only has 4s, 5s, and 6s on the top facings. You can only ever see 3 facings of a die, no matter what. So if you use a 4+ dice, you can easily spot that it's rigged die at a glance. Well, what about the 6s it needs? But seriously, if you're going to cheat, then don't go on stream. If you're going to on stream, just don't cheat for that game. Yeah, if you're gonna cheat, don't do it on a stream, on a video. Fucking hell, are you dumb? It's just crazy. Getting slammed in that thread for not only being a cheater, but also being a bad cheater. Yeah. It's just fucking crazy that you just go on a video and just be like, yeah, I'm just rolling cock the dice, you know? Just yeah, don't cheat. If you don't want to go on stream, sus. Why? Why don't you want to go on stream? What are you trying to hide? But also, if you're going to go on stream, just move the fucking dodgy dice. Are we learning how to cheat? No! I'm trying to tell you how to be a bad cheat. Anyway. What I should say is we've only had 5 members today. There's 54 people watching. There are a couple of great names in chat. If you want to support the channel, become a member for as little as £2 a month. Support me. I know I'm not putting out as many videos this month. I am just working on the All-Stars event. We are going to be moving over to paint some terrain in a few. I'm going to show you how to quickly paint very fast terrain. If you want to support the channel, you can for as little as £2 a month, or you can become a member. Or if you're already a member, sorry, you can gift someone else a membership. Call them Paul. Let them join the Discord for free for 30 days. And yeah, we're at 5. We could make 10. Chat, how cool would that be? If every single one of you in chat became a member or gifted a member, that'd be a lot of members. You need 4, 5, 6 dice, but you're in luck. They're coming to a Hellstorm store soon. I think it would be funny to sell trick dice and be like, don't use these at a tournament. But also, I'd probably get called out for selling trick dice. Cheating seems a bit too complicated for me. Got to buy poo dice and Spanish dice and normal dice that all look the same. Join the channel and join the Hellstorm cult. We are a cult, by the way. BBC said so in 1983. BBC said in 1983 we are a cult. But yeah, it's fucking dumb. Spanish tournament. Cheat dice. Has anyone else made a video about it? No. Chat dice. Cheat dice.
I decided to start putting this video up on, Facebook.
Is it harsh to sell trick dice and use that info to ban anyone that buys them? Yeah, perfect.
This is Mike, by the way, so I can show people, one of my many talents.
How does this man do it?
Very simple stuff, really. I'm going to show you how to. Well, I'm not going to show. I'm just going to let you watch me do it. But cheat at dice. These ones right here. They're very simple dice, nothing too extravagant about them. They're very,
Take notes, chat. How to cheat dice.
I plucked them out of a McDonald's box. I'm sorry, not McDonald's. I mean Monopoly. I plucked them out of a Monopoly box. Very simple stuff. It's very easy to cheat at dice. Like, for example, I'm gonna roll for you a 7, and I can call it. I can call anything before I, actually roll the fucking thing. So don't play board games with me, but hey, we're gonna play a 7 and 8. There you go, I got my 7. And as you can see, nothing fancy here, just my coffee table and a couple.
What?
Couple dice. And here we go, and roll an 8 for you. I'm gonna hold it in a special way, kind of tuck it between my, my fingers there, and let's see if I can get a simple 8 out of this. And look at that, a fucking 8.
What?
Holy shit. So sometimes I amaze myself, folks. Now, my next number I'm going to try to roll for you, if you will allow me, is, but I'm going to kind of cheat. I'm going to just kind of plunk them down. But I'm going to roll an 11. See? Just like that. And it's...
100% dubbed after the video. Also... so stupid! Of course it has! I'm so dumb! I was like, what? It's just thought over the video, obviously!
Just like flat down like that, palm my hand. I can always fucking call.
I'm gonna be so stupid! I'm gonna be so stupid! Well done! Well done! Got me! Oh man! I was like, whoa, cool music, cocky guy.
But people don't like that. I don't play with those people. Now I'm going to roll a 7 again. But this time I'm going to hold it just a little differently, and let's see if I can get it this time. I'm going to hold it so it's kind of like diagonal. Let's see if we can get my 7 out of this.
Oh my god, he got a 7. Bozo. Don't call me a bozo. Don't call me a bozo. Oh, for God's sake. I was like, whoa.
You're probably thinking...
Because all the audio sounds shit, so it must have been recorded at the same time.
Really, it's fucking genius. 9, let's see if I can roll a 9 now. Oh, I gotta tell you, I'm so good. So you're probably wondering, why I don't go to the casino.
Other videos has got a million views. You know what? Fucking fair play.
You can't do it. Sorry, I didn't
fair
even call my
play.
next number. I'm just bouncing them around.
God damn it.
You can't if you play crap.
This is like when I used to amaze my granddad at Canada by playing pre-recorded episodes.
So you make you whip the fucking dice across the table, so you can't even cheat if you wanted to. I mean, I don't know what I can call that. Well, let's roll a 4 now. Can you roll a 4? And we can.
Crazy.
See,
Crazy.
simple stuff.
So what we're saying is what I need to do is pre-record myself rolling loads of dice, and then play a tournament with the pre-recorded footage, and then talk over it. Here's the 7, guys. Oh man, fuck me. I did watch this video a long time ago called Dice Cheating but in Casinos. I think it's this one.
Craps is the only casino game where
one.
players have a direct control over...
It wasn't this one. It had this man in it, but I can't remember what video it was. This isn't the video. Anyway, there you go. How to cheat at Warhammer. Pre-record your dice and talk over the top. You aren't knowing as to cheat at all. What a crazy concept. It's the toilet dice. There's fucking a bit more than toilet dice here, mate. Is it that one? Scam Nation? No. I don't know what video it was. I can't remember. Anyway. Chat and Chatterinos. I'm going to paint some terrain now, if that's cool. I've taught you all how not to cheat and how to cheat on a video specifically. Darren Brown did a good one by flipping a coin heads 10 times in a row by filming all day until it happened by chance. Yeah, that's true. Because it can just happen by chance. I should go and actually record something. No, you should say talk to me about terrain. And keep me like entertained while I have to dry brush and airbrush more terrain. Look for my retro Warhammer painting video. I can't wait. It's gonna be sick. Mikey always been trying to scam someone. He tried casinos and failed, and now he's trying to scam you to become a member. You should be called become a member. I'm actually a fucking winner when it comes to casinos, right? I went to Vegas 3 years ago, nearly 4. I put $20 on Black 13 and won on the first spin. I didn't bet again. I won Vegas. I won $700. First bet of the week. Final bet of the week. Mikey won more time to shut up about it. Because it's fucking impressive, okay? Shut up, Steve. It's impressive. We'll take you 40k. Chat, do we ban Steve? Do we ban Steve? He's being very mean. Take the win and go. Yeah, I did. I went with I think I went with 1,000 and came back with 1,500. It was great. 3D printers for terrain, yay or nay? My entire collection is 90% 3D printed. Which is what we're going to paint today. Roll the dice on a 6 banning. Good idea. Sorry, chat. Try again. No, never mind. No. Ah, stop. Ah, stop. Ah, stop. Sorry, that was terrible. That was terrible. I was making sound the entire time. It was looping. It was looping. It was getting louder and louder. Never mind, I rolled a 3. I don't need to ban me. Almost broke the stream. It did. It did. Well done. Well done. Okay. Okay, let's move over to the painting side. Turn my speakers up a little bit. Let's move over. Hey chat, how you doing? Hello there. Okay, where are we? Let's get the chat up so I can see what's going on. Okay, so as you might know, I'm running the tournament in about 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Oh god, 2 weeks. And I've been printing a hell of a lot of terrain. Specifically, not all of the tables, but a lot of them, like this. This is Proxy Wars Damocles set that we were building last week, as you can see. And I've actually painted some of it. I've primed it. I primed it using Colourforge, which is this is the standard grey, I think it's called. And I've basically done like a zenithal highlight, so I've kind of like sprayed the top of the panels, but not the bottom. I'm just going to quickly move my camera up ever so slightly. Sorry, chat. You won't feel sick. It'll be fine. I just realised there's not a great amount of room to see because the terrain's quite tall. That's better. So yeah, as you can see, I've like primed it using Colourforge standard grey. I'm not doing everything grey, but I've done these ones grey just because sometimes a grey building is nice. Hey, pal Pilgrim, how you doing? And basically, I'm going to show you how I quickly, really quickly painted these up because I painted some and put them in the Discord yesterday. But I thought I'd show you how I've got about like painting some of this type of terrain very fast. So it looks like you can guys hear me okay. It looks like you can see me okay. But yeah, we're just going to paint some of this very quickly. Now, this is tournament terrain. It's not like, oh my god, I painted a full table of terrain for a video that took like 5 seconds. You know, and it's like the best board you've ever seen. But it's going to be great for tournament setting because it's going to look nice on the board from a distance. You know. What colours are the other buildings? I've done some like bone colour. I've done some red. I've done a couple blue. So it's going to be like a little bit of a variance, but like a lot of these are grey. So, think you can print Cities of Death terrain kit. Thinking of getting 3D for terrain only. Don't think about it as specifically City of Death, but there is a lot of Warhammer suitable buildings out there. So, like these are an example. These are speed print terrain. So, like, what it does is it prints it flat on one side, and you can actually buy the STLs for this terrain by typing !Proxy Wars in chat. And if you use code Hellstorm at checkout, you'll also get 10% off. And every time you buy something, I get a little kickback at no cost to you, but it does really support me. So if you want to get this terrain or anything else on their web store, including proxies, squad markers that we do have coming back in stock soon, or any other gaming accessories, I do recommend it. So !Proxy Wars in chat. But yeah, so this is what we use for player play. So I'm going to show you how to quickly paint some terrain to make it look nice. The first step is to prime it in a great primer, such as Colourforge, who are sponsoring the event, which is super cool. So you might have seen I put a post out last week about working with Colourforge. So they've supplied a lot of the spray paint and also supplied a lot of prizes to give away at the tournament, which is super cool. But essentially what we've done is we've primed it with, well, it was black already. I've actually not bothered priming the black. I've just left it because it's fine. And then I've primed it using standard grey with like a zenithial spray using the can. Because the can's got really nice coverage, which is cool. And it's just like a really nice standard like flat colour to work from. And what we're going to do to start is a dry brush. Now 3D printed terrain can be a bit of a pain to dry brush, especially when using FDM, which is like plastic. But the way this is printed, because we don't have layer lines, because it's printed in this orientation, normally if you're printing a building, you print it upright like this. So for you guys, let's say the flat of the bed is here, you know, and it's going to print on there like that. That's normally how something would print. This is actually a really interesting one because it's actually printed sideways in parts. That's why it's got no detail on the inside, but loads of detail on top because it's printed flat, which means all of the detail has no layer lines, or not many layer lines, because all the detail is built up like this rather than being built up like this, if that makes sense. If you're not a 3D printing bro, you'll understand. Understandable. I just realised the camera's upside down and no one's told me. Why is my camera upside down? Sorry, chat. There we go. Now we're not upside down. No one said anything. Sorry, gamers. That was way better, doesn't it? So for this type of terrain, what I'm saying is, because the layer lines are up here, because they're printed upright, but these are actually printed flat, you can actually dry brush this and it doesn't look too bad. We're going to dry brush it with a cream. You can dry brush it with white, but I feel like cream is a nicer colour because it kind of like, it's like an off-white. So it looks a bit more like, it doesn't look as like, doesn't stick out as much in this instance. You have a 3D printer in the room. I have 2 in this room and another 12 in the other room. As you might have seen when I had the other camera on, there's one behind me here. There. As you might be able to see. I don't know. Can't tell. I literally sat next to one. There's one there. So... so I've just got this MDF tile, also from Proxy Wars. This is one of their objective markers, but... I don't use MDF objective markers. I use neoprene ones. And we're just going to dry brush. Mikey just huffs 3D printing fumes for fun. I do, actually, yeah. It's actually really bad. So all we're going to do is just dry brush down with all the details on here. And just try and pick out some of the details, make it look a bit more interesting, rather than just being, oh, I sprayed it grey. It's very quick, it's very easy, and it makes a massive difference because you can spray terrain a colour and it looks fine. But just by doing a very, very quick dry brush with like an off-white, you can just pick out all those details again, especially with this, as I mentioned, with this type of terrain. If I dry brush here, it's going to pick up those layer lines because they're there. But on the bulk of the detail, which is where you're mostly going to see, there's not that many layer lines because of how it's printed. So it's actually going to like look okay and not look like... It's not going to look too much like it's been 3D printed, if that makes sense. Normally, if you just dry brush like this, on this point, you'll be like, oh, look at all those layer lines. Whereas on these flat panels, they don't look too bad. So it just picks out the detail and makes it look a little bit more interesting. And then we're going to do the same on the floors. Just on here. Again, because of the way it's printed, it looks great. So this won't work for every FDM 3D printed terrain that you have. Because of the manufacturing process, you're going to get those layer lines in. But the more modern printers are getting less and less layer lines. So this is becoming more and more feasible to do without any extra steps. And someone's just arrived at my door. You know what it's like? It's Wednesday, guys. It's delivery day. Sorry about that, chat. I'm back. Cheap dice shipment coming in hot, literally. Cool, so is these ones good to use inside your room while you're working? FDM, probably okay. Resin, I wouldn't recommend it. I do it because this has a filter built in, so I feel a little bit safer, but it's also not something I run all the time. But the plastic one, you're probably okay. We should go back to ordering Mikey pizzas while he's cheese because that paranoia we created last time was great. No, it wasn't. It was awful. Where was I? So on these ones, I'm just highlighting the edges on the inside because there's not that much detail. I haven't got time to add loads of detail to the inside, but you could print and glue stuff in there if you wanted to. But look at that compared. Just adds a little something. Just adds a little visual interest. You know? Just to make it look a little bit more interesting. Rather than like, oh, I'm at a tournament, it's all grey. You know? And we'll do a little bit of like airbrushing on it as well. Now this one is actually a failed print, but I thought it would probably be okay. Look at that. This building's been bombed out, as you can see. This building's been bombed out and it's all burnt on the side, as you can see. That's why there's no detail on it. Again, guys, if you come into the tournament, !shop in chat. If you come into the tournament, grab a ticket, there's still tickets available. You'll be able to like look out for all this terrain that you've seen painted live on the internet. What a crazy concept. You can see the quality difference here, though. This is a machine that is 3 years old. This section here, like from across there, right? That's done on the Elegant Neptune. And this is on the printer that's been done behind me. Look at the quality difference in print. This took an hour and a half. Sorry, this took 2 hours. This section took 40 minutes. You can really see the technology like evolving now. It's quite fascinating working with new FDM printers. I've not had a new one in a few years. The speed and quality difference compared is crazy. I'm working with the one with behind me. I'm going to try and print some miniatures with FDM. Let's see what they look like. A bit more paint. So if everything being dark on the inside, it looks great even without much detail. Yeah, exactly, because it's going to be shadowy anyway. The lights you're never going to see under there anyway. So like for this sort of paint job, again, for like a board at home, if you want a really quick board painting up, perfect, excellent. But if you're like playing in a tournament, you know, or like you're playing at home, like you want a really fancy board, then maybe this isn't for you. But playing in a tournament, if you go up and you see like a board that's just sprayed grey, it's going to look really boring. But if you're going to see like a board that's like got a little bit of dry brushing on, it's got a bit of colour popping out of it, you're going to go, oh, that's a cool board. You know, you're going to feel a little bit more immersed and a little bit more care. If a bit more care has been paid to the terrain, you're going to have a little bit more care about the event, in my opinion. Love that terrain. It's like me, empty on the inside. Same. I think it just works so great. But again, this isn't the only type of terrain we use on the tournaments. We have 5 different types. Oh, bit too much paint on there. We have like 5 different types of terrain. This is just one example. That's kind of like the nice thing about a Hellstorm event is when you go, you don't really know what type of table you're going to play on. You're going to play on one of 5. But again, the nice thing about it is, again, because of the way it's printed, you can dry brush it. The other ones, the Games Workshop US Open ones that I've printed, I probably won't dry brush because of the layer lines. It'll all be up across the building because of the way it's been printed. Which is a shame because it doesn't look quite as detailed. But like if you dry brush it that way, it'll just pick up all the layers. But this one works quite nicely because of the way it's been done, that you can just give it a quick dry brush and just pick out some of the details. It just looks a little bit more interesting than just flat grey. But the primers works really nicely. It's really picking that paint up really well. We have L-shaped terrain and backwards L-shaped terrain. Yeah, that is a lot of the terrain these days, to be fair. It just seems to be the most functional L-shape. Oop. Also love these Hobby Wednesday streams. Since I spend my Wednesdays in the office cleaning 3D printers, it's helped a lot on making the day less awful. Oh, thanks, bud. I'm glad you enjoy it. Glad you enjoy it, buddy. But I enjoy these Wednesday streams because they're a little bit different. They're a little bit more laid back. They're like a slightly different crowd, which is quite fun. Like Monday crowd, they're always like, what's happening? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine, I'll tell you. But sometimes sometimes it can be a bit like, oh, I don't have many ideas. So whereas here, if I don't have any ideas, I can just come on and just chat shit and you guys seem to enjoy it. And I do really enjoy the Wednesday streams. I know it's been a bit dominating about terrain and stuff, but obviously it's just because I have a deadline that I'm working towards, and I'm kind of having to like find more time because I have a deadline. But yeah, I enjoy these Wednesday streams because they're a bit more laid back and a little bit different. And maybe you pick something up, or maybe you just like hanging out, you know. Either way, I hope you enjoy it. Congrats on the Colourforge partnership. Yeah, it's super exciting. I really like the Colourforge products, and like they make some really nice products. I've worked with them in the past before because a couple of years ago they sent me a big like hobby box of stuff to play with to have a look at that I used in a few videos. Like I made a video like how I like got fed up of painting Warhammer. I was painting some Witcher stuff, which is fun, and I like use Colourforge in that. But yeah, well, after they sent me the recent like Zenithal box, we got chatting. It was kind of like, oh well, do you want to support the tournament? And then they were like, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be really cool. And they came in clutch. They supplied a lot of the paint. They're going to have like a stand at the event, and we got the bundles as well to give away. So we got a bunch of prizes from them. So they've been super cool to work with. And I'm happy to show it you because it is like really good primer that's a lot cheaper. Because normally I won't lie, chat, I'd use Halfords and stuff, but like their terrain, they have like color matched options, which is like obviously important. But it's also like cheaper. It's like cheaper than going to Halfords and stuff, which is pretty insane. And it's like, again, it's like colour match. You can get like Mephisto Red equivalent, or like, you know, Retributor Armour equivalent. Like this is the standard grey, which is like obviously equivalent of a grey. But it's like, it is colour match. It's like the same. You know, if not better, because like, a lot of the Games Workshop paints, they don't give quite the same colour as a colour match. They're like very similar. They even tell you in some tutorials, like spray it this colour, spray it gold, Retributor Armour, and then paint it Retributor Armour because it's not quite the same. And it's like, oh, okay. Why don't I just paint it gold in the first place? You know? But yeah, the Colourforge ones are really good paints. Because this grey went on really nice. And I just like the cans are big as well. They're bigger cans. And the nozzles are really nice on them, which is like something that kind of like gets overlooked, I think, a lot of the time. And it's cheaper than most of the manufacturers, which is weird. I don't know how they do it, but keep it up. Bear in mind the Zenithal bundles, they works out like £10 a can. I like big cans with nice nozzles, exactly. Like, jokes aside, they just like have really good coverage. And I sprayed 5 sets of this with 1 can, which is pretty nutty, to be fair. Amazon Prime Day US has a bunch of GW stuff on sale. Oh, that's cool. If you go on the Discord, there's some affiliate links for Amazon. If you get anything on Amazon with the Prime Day, I'll get a little kickback if you want to support me by buying shit on Amazon. You can buy literally anything. And I'll get a kickback as long as you use the link. If you go to affiliate links in the Discord channel, that'd be really cool. They're the best in the market for quality and money, definitely. Definitely, in and outside of the hobby, because I've used a bunch of different spray cans for painting terrain and stuff, and Colourforge just wins. And that was before they sponsored, you know? Like when I was spraying them the other week, that was just like, I was just like blown away by them again. I sprayed miniatures with them, but not terrain. It's just so nice. We've got 2 more big buildings to dry brush. Then what we'll probably do is do a few details that are ready to airbrush like we did last time. And then we'll dry brush another set and airbrush both of them at the same time. There's a lot of dry brushing today, chat. Easy peasy. But again, it just makes so much difference, I think. Just doing a quick little slap like this. You're going to have like boards like done really quickly, but also looking great. Which is obviously what you want, you know. You want your players to be like playing on a cool looking board, even if it's only done quickly. if a bit of effort's been made, I think that looks like makes a massive difference. What terrain is this? It's by Proxy Wars. Exclamation point Proxy Wars in chat. Just type exclamation point Proxy Wars and you'll get a link. And if you use a discount code, you'll get 10% off by typing Hellstorm at checkout. But also, you'll support me if you buy anything. If someone could spam that in chat, that'd be great. But yeah, they supported me for a long time. They're a really great company to work with as well. There's a lot of great companies in the community. There's a lot of bad companies as well, you know, which we spoke about before. But there's so many great companies out there, which is super cool. You can feel a bit isolated sometimes trying to be a hobby YouTuber, and then when companies come in and support you, it's really cool. But they're just trying to make it. They just want people to know about their products, you know. List the bad ones. AK Green Stuff, AK Interactive, Green Stuff World. Who else? We spoke a few about. We've spoke about them before. They're two prominent ones. But yeah, every time you buy something using that link, if you use my code at the checkout, I'll get a kickback for no extra cost to you. Because I'm actually giving you 10% off. In fact, I think how it works is every time you use the discount code, I get less. But that's fine. I'd rather you guys get a little bit of a discount. Trying to just get it on. The problem is with these, it's a bit of an awkward shape. I kind of wish I'd not bothered with the top section and just kept it as like too high, because it's quite high anyway. I don't think anyone will put models up here for like genuine reason other than being like, look, I can't put models up there. I really want like this angle so you can actually see what I'm doing. Easy. Oh, crack shot. I've got one more after this for this set. It's crazy how quick you can smash through these though, which is very handy when you've got like 60 to do. Thankfully I don't have 60 anymore, but you know. I think about a bit too much paint on that one. that looks fine. This one looks it's a bit too much. That's fine. Okay, one more to dry brush. Yep. What are you guys working on? Are you hobbying at the minute? Are you working or just chilling? Got me on in the background, tabbed out. What are you up to? I've got a pretty crazy couple of months at the minute. I've got a bunch of cool videos planned. As I said, I'm printing with like FDM, the next video. And then I've got the big tournament, and that's going to be live streamed. So we're doing like a big tournament stream, which will be really fun. Then in November, I have a really cool video with like a bit of a collab with a pretty large channel, kinda. They're doing a cool product, which I'm working with them on. Can't talk too much about it. I'm setting up some other ideas for collabs with other channels as well, which is super cool. A couple of them have been in chat today. And then in November, I'm going to Atlanta. So we got like loads of coverage about the Atlanta event, the World Championships of Warhammer. So I'm hopefully going to be bringing a bunch of videos from that. I was chatting to Tom yesterday, and I was kind of tempted. I don't know if it's needed, because I talk about pretty much everything on streams anyway. Would people be interested in like a very off the cuff, phone in hand vlog for members only? I was kind of like, that'd be a cool idea to Tom yesterday, because we were talking about like we're going to do like a big terrain day on Sunday, sorry. So like, I was like, maybe I should do vlogs, but like for members. It was like a weekly thing of like, this is what's going on behind the scenes, like a behind the scenes vlog, really. Talking about sponsorships and talking about like videos that I'm working on. But then sometimes everything's under embargo, so I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about it. I don't know. Yeah, fucking do it, or yeah, do it as I can't swear. But then again, I talk about so much on live streams anyway. I don't know if it's like kind of like repeating myself a lot. Working in inverted commas, says Power Pilgrim. David is working, got you on in the background, nice. I'm waiting on pizza I ordered to arrive while I work from home. Is it to my house, by any chance? I'm playing endless strikes on my Malicector. I mean, I'm working them Malicectors, mate. A client has just come back asking for changes to a proposal, so currently trying to figure out how much my brain cost. Brilliant. That's always thing, like trying to like price something up as an independent worker is so awkward. A lot of the time you're just kind of fucking guessing. Especially in this industry, I think. No, to my house, you don't deserve pizza. Excellent. But yeah, I was thinking of maybe doing like a weekly blog, literally something on my phone that probably won't be edited unless I say something dumb. And being like, hey guys, how's it going? Just thought I'd tell you what I'm up to this week. You know? Because then you get like a bit more, because I don't like talking about like ideas that I'm doing on stream, because then it's like, well, why would you watch the video about it? But maybe members would probably watch the video anyway. And it'd be like a little reward of like being a member. Can you vlog sounds cool. Can you vlog ATL at a location like the train spotter guy? Oh mate, yes. Yes, definitely. Definitely. So that's what I was thinking. Maybe a raw storm vlog. Yeah, I was thinking, because adding to my editing pile would be a bitch. But like if I just like filmed a little video being like, hey guys, I didn't release a video because this is what I'm working on, I thought that might be fun. I don't know though. Something I'm thinking about. Something I'm doing a little think about. Okay, chat, we got grey buildings. What colour shall we do the OSL? I've pulled out blue instinctively. What colour shall we do the lights on it? Blue or red? Maybe. Red might be fun. We can do red. We can do blue. We don't have many other options. Maybe green? Could do green. Blue, red or green on a grey building? I was thinking blue. I did the other ones blue yesterday. But essentially got like these power coils, as you can see. We'll do them a colour. Blue, red or green? There's a bunch on them, you see. Dark green. That another white boy with a podcast song always pops in my head when people talk about stuff like this, even if it's a good idea. Yeah, true. Red light districts on the board. Alright, let's do 2 with red then, yeah, sure. Let's go paint it with a burgundy to start with, and then we'll airbrush them both afterwards. I'll have to find a yellow then, I guess, for the OSL. Because normally I just add white. With blue, you can just add white for OSL. That works really well. But I think for this, I'll probably have to try and find if I've got a yellow to mix in to make it brighter. Red probably has better coverage though. But then again, Cantor Blue is a great colour for like getting coverage. Pizza's arrived. Nice, buddy. Pizza for lunch. Brave man. Pizza's the tea time meal, bro. So if we do 2 sets of terrain today, I'm not going to feel bad about putting Lies of P on as soon as I end stream. That's the game plan. The first vlog, guys, I'll just be playing Lies of P all day. We're just hitting it with a quick base coat with a brush, and then we'll do OSL with the airbrush. If you paint a bit of red first, the airbrush colour will grab so much quicker. The missus is working away from home, so pizza is lunch and tea time meal. Fair. But yeah, I've had an absolute mad one of building all the terrain, because me and Georgie built all the terrain over the weekend. We're supposed to have a bit of extra hands, but like the people who were supposed to be helping couldn't make it, or I was like, okay, we'll just not bother. But we built pretty much all of the terrain, so I just need to manufacture one more board, I think. It should take a couple of days, but it's like one of those things where I'm not doing it once, because all the print files are already ready to go. When you're manufacturing this much terrain, you can just go back to the files and just reprint them. You don't have to like set them up or anything. So I'm working on the big ones. There's 2 little ones. Never mind. So I think I just need to manufacture one more board and then paint the rest, and then we're done. But I had a huge shipment from a company that we're working with called Wargaming, which is a sponsor. Hashtag announcement. Hashtag new stuff. So if you saw the Goonhammer stream, the terrain they were using on those streams that we had, we've actually worked with them to get some sets for our boards as well. So we're actually working with them we've replaced all of our WTC terrain. So we've gone to Bandua to get new tables. So table 1, 5, 11, 15, etc. have all got new terrain, but that all needs building. This paint's really thin. Maybe this is for the airbrush that I made. So yeah, we've got brand new terrain for those. We've got loads of new terrain that I've been printing. So like this tournament is going to be like fucking, if you've been to one of my events before, it's going to be like crazy compared. So much new shit happening. Hey Nate's Miniatures, how you doing? It's just exciting. It's just been a lot to deal with, which has been difficult to say the least. It's like a crazy big expansion with like unknown territories, and then just loads of fucking manufacturing. Part of me is kind of like, I could have just bought all this terrain rather than printing it all myself, because I've printed out of the currently 50 tables, because there are about 100 players. I've printed 30 of them, I think. No, 20 of them, sorry. So I printed 20 tables of terrain, and this is like, this set that we're playing with today, right now, is like half of one set. So it's been pretty mental. It's going to be quite the achievement when I get it all out, and it's like, oh, actually, I manufactured all this. You know, like some of it, obviously, I bought, and some of it's been sponsored, or, you know, we've got like cool deals and cool partnerships with companies. But it's pretty mega to go, oh yeah, can you see all this terrain in this room? Like, most of it I made myself. Let me get the music back on, chat. You got plans to get the last of the tickets sold? That's a great question. I keep trying to talk about it on stream. I keep trying to pump it on socials. I do have a little bit of a plan that I'm going to try out. But yeah, we're down to we're basically like, we've got like, I think it's 25 left out of 120, which is pretty mega, but I'd love to sell out. Selling out would be sick. How long did it take you to print that one piece? So this one piece, basically, each wall section, these wall sections at the bottom took 6 hours. These took 4 hours. This took an hour and a half. And then the floor pieces, probably another 6 hours or so. So 6, 10, probably about 15 hours in total. Which is actually, sounds like a long time, but that's actually really quick for this size building. Because a small building, like a GW one, like a Sector Mechanicus one, takes more than a day. And that's like half the size of this. You ever go to uni societies? No, I haven't actually. That's not something I've ever considered. Bro, you forget I'm just a YouTuber with an idea. With dreams. My cousin actually recommended doing some advertising because there's a big billboard outside the OEC and she knows the guy who owns it. And she was like, why do you put your name on there? And I was like, that could be funny. They were pretty naff when we spoke to them, but it's worth a punt. Maybe. It's not something I've ever considered, to be honest. Do you have multiple FDM printers? So like, yeah, I'm running 5 FDM printers, mate. So like, one machine will be working on one section and another machine will be working on another section. So then when you do it that way, actually a whole table takes maybe like a couple of days. You know? Can you name each piece of terrain after a member? No. I'll think about it. It's the thought that counts. I have too much to do to think about that. Yeah, 3D printing is like being pretty crazy to get into because it's like, it's really opened up so many opportunities for me, I think. Not only like working with companies and showing it off on the channel and showing off cool miniatures, but like the fact that I can make all this in a spare bedroom is pretty insane, in my opinion. The base coating on these lights is getting lazier and lazier. 2 more to go. Okay. Look at Moneybags here with this spare bedroom. It's one of those like bedrooms that's like not a bedroom, you know? It's like a box. I've not been able to get into it for 6 months. Just because of all the fucking really useful boxes. Shall I show you a video? Look at this. 1 second, just in case there's anything there you can't see. I'm not going to play the sound because it's a message to Tom. However, this is me walking around my house, talking. Is it this video? Oh, it might be the one before. This is how me and Tom talk to each other, by the way, videos. Look, this is my front room at the minute. Can you see? There's just fucking boxes everywhere. So that's terrain. That's terrain to be built. That's terrain there. There's bits of terrain on the floor. There's terrain in there that doesn't have a box yet. There's all that terrain there. That's all the stuff that arrived. And then what else is there? Then there's terrain on my dining table as well, as you can see. OG fans will know that this is my old studio. The old dining room. But yeah, I just have fucking terrain everywhere at the minute. It's fucking crazy. That's what I mean by vlog. Show you stuff like that. I'm gonna watch an advert on my own channel. Cringe. You need a bigger studio. I do. I really do. So support the channel. Become a member. I need more space. Gia must really love you. She really does. She's very, very, very understanding. But yeah, basically that's all there because it was in the bedroom where the printers were. But I started taking it down because we'd finished building it and primed it all. So all the ones in boxes have all been primed with #ColorForge. Because they're great. Really good primers. You should check them out. But yeah, I'm supposed to be moving it all tomorrow because me and Nick might be working at the studio. So I'm going to take it all to Sanctuary tomorrow to work on. For God's sake, I can't be asked to watch an advert on my own channel. Leave me alone. Yeah, she's very, very helpful in being understanding. But basically, we were downstairs in the dining room building it all, and then it was just like getting boxed up in the front room. But yeah, I need way more space. I just don't have the space to do this sort of thing again here. I don't think I could. I don't think I could face it, to be honest. Because again, I've got like a little box room, which is where the printers are. But it's just been full of really useful boxes storing the terrain I've printed. So now I've had to get it all out and build it all. That's kind of like been the issue, really. It's just space. If you're going to do something like this, make sure you got like a garage. But it's fine. I've got 2 boxes next to me, but where do they go when they're done, you know? What do you think of the new Terminator kits? I hope you could pose it more, but they're just like Leviathan ones. You cut all the pegs off on the arms and the head can be posed. I mean, that's most GW kits these days, mate. Sadly. It's really disappointing, but that is most GW kits. They're kind of like one-fit build. Anyway, yeah, the Nightbot is reminding you that I need more space. I need to pay for it. So if you want to become a member, we're only at 5 out of 10. We could get to 10. We've hit 10 every single stream. Let's not make today a failure. Chat, sort yourself out. Let's do it. We can do it together. Power team. Collectively. Monkey, ape together strong. That's what we could do. Let's need the extra space, man. It's so awful. I finished 3D printing terrain on resin printer, kind of like Space Hulk terrain. Took around 3 Elegoo satin plates, 3 to 5 hours each. That's pretty good. Resin prints a lot faster, but you just can't do as much. Then again, the video that's coming out today or tomorrow, you can do quite a lot. Right, more dry brushing, then more red, then airbrushing. How's that sound, chat? You don't have a choice. That's what we're doing. As I said, if I paint 2 sets today, I can play Lies of P for a couple of hours to escape it all. Lies of P has been my escapism to painted terrain. Okay. I have an option to gift on my phone. Yeah, I noticed that as well, which is obviously awkward because most people watch on their phones these days. You gotta do it through the browser, annoyingly. I don't know. Some people can if they're on Android, but iOS doesn't. I think it's to do with like iOS taking a cut of anything you buy through an app on the iPhone. But that's fine. I appreciate you for looking. That's very kind of you. Ooh. It gives the option in Valrax chat. Yeah, so there's some like discrepancies between like YouTube channels for some reason, and I don't know why. I had like a big argument with YouTube about it once, but it was like not YouTube, it was like a Discord for YouTube creators, and like anyone can get involved. But it was kind of like, oh, you just have to wait, and I was just like, okay, cool, thanks. Like some channels get like slightly different display, and I don't really know why. I think it was like I think it's to do with like when they signed up for membership options. Obviously, I was like before some of the big channels. I remember me and Pardo were talking about it a few months ago. But yeah, there's like a bit of discrepancy. But with channel size, it's not to do with channel size, it's to do with when they got memberships. Because there's channels that are smaller than me that have that option. I think it's because they offered it on phone early, and then they realised that Apple will take a cut of every purchase they make, so then they stopped doing it for new channels, but then never removed it from old channels. Something like that. It's pretty dumb anyway. And they started going, oh, well, if you've only just got memberships, it won't show up. And I was just like, that's not the case. I have memberships like a year, maybe longer, maybe 2 years. I think Steve's had it for like 3 years, so maybe even longer than that. I don't know. It was being weird anyway, so yeah, it's just on browser annoyingly. Which probably cost me a lot of revenue, technically, if I wanted to be like crass about it. It costs more to member on phone to cover Apple's cut, that makes sense. Yeah, because Apple take like a percentage. It's like whenever like someone gifts £5, I get £4 something. It's pretty dumb. Like, doesn't Apple make enough from the phones? There's that big lawsuit with Epic Games lately because the guys who make Fortnite, obviously they make all their money from skins, and Apple were making them charge more, so less people were buying skins on iPhones. Then what they did was they started offering going, well, it's £7 here, but if you come directly to the web store, it's actually only £5. And there's like a big lawsuit, and Epic Games kind of won, which is quite interesting, but I've not seen any change since. I think it's just like Apple can't ban. They were trying to like remove Epic Games from the App Store because they were like trying to go around this purchasing feature to make more money because they were because Apple were taking a big cut. But I don't think Apple can stop you doing that now. But like a lot of companies are just stuck with the same system and not changed it. They get you piloted. What do you mean they get you piloted? Yeah, I thought it was interesting anyway. So Fortnite almost saved us, and then didn't. Sucks to say, I know. Part of it is still ongoing. Apparently, Apple has laid off 860 employees to restructure costs. Interesting. So YouTube tests their new ideas with high revenue streams like Sam and Liam. Okay. It was like a couple of years ago though, because it wasn't saying join on my channel page on the phone, but it was on the browser. So you couldn't even join unless you clicked on a video, whereas other channels were like had join on like the home page. I think that was the issue. It was something along those lines. Anyway, chat, if you want me to get onto these like new features early, become a member. Cringe to ask, I know. I have to though. It's the way I pay my bills. couple of hair stragglers in this one. Epic. Okay, I thought it meant Apple. But Epic are getting sued again, aren't they? Because they're... Hey, Conker Stewie, thank you for the gifted, mate. There we go. We're 4 away from hitting the goal for the day. Let's go, baby.
Gifted member.
Thank you so much, mate. Nate Miniatures, make sure you say thank you and join our Discord, ! Discord in chat. You get to join for free for 30 days now because Conker Stewie has paid your membership fee.
Member.
Thank you so much, mate. Cheers, Conker Stewie. Stuff like that. If we all work together, we can hit 10 every time. What it means is if you donate 50 members, he'll run All Stars dressed as a Willy. I will not do that. I'd have to be careful what I do and don't say on stream because people take it literally. So no, I will not. But yeah, now you can join the Discord. The Discord's really good. I think we've really fostered a really cool community, which is super cool to see. Like it's really lively and it's really cool, really supportive, and everyone's really nice, and there's just like a really good community in there in the Discord. So it's definitely the place to be, I think now. How do I join it? !Discord in chat, mate, and you'll get a link. Just make sure your YouTube account is linked to your Discord to get full access. And there's instructions in the Discord on how to do it. It's really cool in there. Again, there's a bunch of great people, some really fun conversations happening in there. Lots of cool shit, and it's definitely something I'm really proud of. So join in. A lot of it is members only now. We are slowly moving to a members only server. We keep it a little bit free because I don't want it completely members only, but yeah, it's not completely members only, but a lot of it is. What was the choice on what you're going to allow with the new codex? The new codex is allowed at All Stars now. I did get, if you are attending, you'll have had an email about it. But the codex is out this weekend, so it's plenty of time to get a listen and stuff. Nice one, Nate. There's a 3D printing section as well in there if you want to talk about that, for example. There's the members area where we just generally have conversations. The Warhammer chats are currently free. They're going to be moving to members soon. I'm basically doing it slowly because I don't want people to be feel like I'm robbing them, but you know, tough. Having to deal with the grey names and spam and stuff is so annoying. So we're moving it to members only just to make it easier to moderate as well. Because spam bots generally aren't members to the channel, so they don't getting everywhere. But we've had so many spam bots recently. That's ready for the tourney. Sure is. Looking forward to that bulk. Managed to get a Land Raider and Scorpius from Horus Heritage users as well. Nice, buddy. Yeah, I don't think anyone will have an issue with that for sure. There's no confusion anymore. It's yeah, it's a whirlwind. That's a Scorpius. Scorpius what, sorry? Oh, Scorpius Whirlwind, yeah, I know. I'm using model colour fluorescent paint for the first time on my son's Necron. Lots of thin coats needed. Oh, I imagine that's a bitch to paint, mate. I bet that's a bitch to paint. Yeah, fluorescent colours never have good coverage, do they? Never have good coverage. I say ban whirlwinds and all other forms of indirect. Why, Steve? Why don't you like indirect? Is it because you don't have any? Thought so. I don't think there is any indirect in Necrons, is there? They're very much run at you kind of shoot army, or walk at you and shoot army. No nuance with Necrons. I hope you enjoyed my therapeutic dry brushing, because I am. Ban everything except battle line infantry. Yeah, fuck 'em. Cheers, Git Face. Borderline ASMR, are you sure? Are you high? It's just scratching noises. Next stuff that flies and only moves 7, yeah, true. Dry brushing it cream was a fucking goated move. It looks so good. I tried dry brushing some wine and I just like, it didn't look right. Cream looks so much better. That's all ASMR, it's just random scratching and tapping on random shit. Ah, yeah, true. You like that? Hmm? Like that, dirty boy? Imagine if, I just had a random thought, imagine if they said nothing could move through walls in Warhammer. How crazy would that be? People would complain about how much terrain there is. You already do now, but imagine infantry couldn't move through walls. Raw chaos, that would be. Raw chaos. That would be good. Why? You take no infantry. Or people just play with like half the terrain. Ah, shit. Drop one. Because my Catan can't move through walls. Salty. Salty boy. Remember when Fly used to be able to move through walls? That was funny. What a dumb rule that was. See this tank that hovers ever so slightly? It can fly through walls. How many we got left? One more to dry brush, and then an airbrush in time. After a few base coats. There's so much nice detail on these, though. I will say there's just... I've printed a lot of the same ones, so all my buildings start to look the same. This is one I've had for a while. It's just nice that there's loads of options. You can build the same building, but they all look slightly different. Like this has got loads of like little lights on it and stuff like that. Whereas the other one's very bit generic. And it's just like 2 big power coils and not much else. I like how much detail's on this one. I just chose... No, I've put way too much paint on there. It's getting near the end. Way too much paint on there. I kind of just like chose 2 and just printed them off like hundreds of times. But like you can see like there's loads of different like types of walls you can get, which is cool. And they all print really quick, which is cool. It keeps it a bit varied even though it's the same piece of terrain essentially. I can only fly over. I can only fly over a wall that's an inch high because you've gone up and down and moved forward 7 inches. You don't get you very far. Yeah, true. Feel like you could say proxy wars every few minutes between the noises and go viral. Have you seen that? Proxy wars. Mercedes. That was so funny, that video. Is that the one you're referring to? The woman in the Mercedes and the Bentley? That sounds like she's constipated because you can't say Mercedes. Mercedes. It's so funny. It's hilarious. Warhammer terrain. There are thousands of STLs in that pack. I checked it out before. Yeah, there's fucking loads, mate. Obviously, a lot of them come down to structures, like a couple hundred of structures, but like a lot of it is like just different, just walls ever so slightly differently, you know? Okay, that's 2 sets dry brushed. Right, we're going to base coat that red now. Does everyone understand the reference when I'm doing that? There's the funny one I saw, the first one was the Isle of Wight Ferry. That was very good, that one. Isle of Wight Ferry. I tried to explain it to Georgie, just like, what do you mean a girl in a skimpy dress? And Mikey taking chances on live streams, rolling sixes as usual, quite literally. Yes, exactly. Just yellow it, roll the 6. The 6 had three sixes on it. The dice had 3 6s on it, but you know, it was still chancy. Isn't this the song that was playing with the cat? Because the nice thing about printing is this is the same piece on each side. I've just mirrored it, as you can see. Same on the top different, but the bottom ones are just mirrored. So I basically printed 2 of each on each printer, mirrored, and then just like randomly grab them. So sometimes it's like the same, sometimes they're not. But that's a nice thing about printing is if you like a piece, you can just rescale it, reshape it, you know. If you like a certain detail, you can just reuse it. I think they actually supply just like one side, and then you're just supposed to mirror them afterwards. These ones don't have so many lights on, which is actually nice for painting. But it'd be harder to make it look interesting, I guess. The daft version in memes. Do I trust you to go on my Discord? My internet's going really slow for some reason. It better be good. Brilliant. Fuck me. They're so funny, aren't they? They're so good. The kind of monster! The kind of monster!
Mercedes.
Very good. Oh, very, very good, mate. Well done. Well done. It's so funny. It's just so weird, isn't it? But it's just some porn shit. That's all it is. It's some weird kink shit. That was good. That was good. Yeah, it's some weird porn shit. That's all it is. Anything that you think's weird on TikTok or just like a random video, you're like, why are they doing this? It's because someone has a fetish. That's the only explanation. I was not disappointed. Me neither, mate. Me neither. Like when you see these fucking cleaning TikToks where they're putting like loads of shit in a bog, and it's like, here's some bleach, and then here's some air freshener, and then here's some sweets and a bottle of Coke and all that shit. It's just someone's kink, and that's what's weird. I can't remember where I saw it, and then I was like, oh wait, yeah, you're right. You are so right. It is just a kink shit. Like, obviously with her, it's a bit in your face because obviously, you know, young blonde European woman in a skimpy dress. I wonder why they're making this. But like, the other ones are just very strange. Like, what do you mean you like it when it foams in a bathroom, in a toilet? You fucking psycho. I know it's king shaming, I'm sorry, but there's a limit. Foaming in the toilet is a bit strange. If you're foaming due to a foaming toilet, then yikers. Wait, are you saying she's not showing off the build quality of a G-Wagon? Clearly not. She can't even pronounce it. Yeah, it's just weird. It's quite funny. It's a very funny video. The memes are very good about it. This one has less lights on, chat. I think I accidentally dropped on some good ones because they got loads of like big plasma coils up the side of the building, whereas this one doesn't. There's not fucking nothing on it. Jesus. Excuse me. Sorry. Don't stop again. Right, sorry about the music. We'll get it back on in a second. I used to have this like autoplay plugin on Chrome, and then it just like fucking fucked my computer. It like kept like bottlenecking it for some reason. I removed it, and that was fine. It was like YouTube videos weren't playing after like 12 seconds or something. And it turns out it was like the autoplay plugin that I had on Chrome. I'm honestly thinking of moving away from Chrome now. It like used to be really good, and it's just got shit. It like really like fucking hampers your CPU. It uses so many resources when it doesn't need to. It's the shady corner of the red light zone. Yeah, literally. Let's put the music back on. I think they do it because they want me to buy YouTube Premium. That's why they've. That's why it always like goes. Are you sure you're still watching? When I'm listening to a music playlist. Okay, airbrush time. I moved back to Firefox a year ago after Chrome stopped working properly. Get Opera GX. Yeah, I've been looking at Opera, maybe Firefox, but Firefox. I kind of done it. I want something new. I've been tempted by Opera mostly because of the marketing. There's been a lot of marketing about Opera recently. But that's one I was considering for sure. Is there anything in this Mephiston Red, or is it just an empty tub? Mikey, you don't have to put on the red light. I know. But I do. I have to pay the bills, bro. I gotta keep paying the bills. Okay, let's transfer all the terrain back up here. What was that? Huh. That's weird. think I've got resin leaking. Something leaking on my desk anyway. Put that there for now and deal with that later. Anyway, where were we? Nothing else leaking under there, so I don't know what that is. That might be a bit of old paint. Okay. Right, let's transfer all this back up here so we've got some more space. That's a fun little problem for me to deal with later. Not getting the police Roxanne reference. Yeah, I was. I was just saying I didn't have to put on my red light. I got bills to pay. Consider YouTube Premium because fuck 20 seconds plus still skippable ads, but £13 a month is a joke. I just get backing out until I either get skippable ads or the video works. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, 13 seems a bit pricey. If it was like no ads and you get like an equivalent of Twitch Prime, interesting. But like, yeah, 13 for just skipping ads is a bit annoying. Seems a bit expensive, you know. Not as expensive to support me, but you know. It'd be nice if you get YouTube Premium and then use like 1 free sub a month like you do on Twitch. That was pretty cool. Do a bit more because I think the yellow is probably going to struggle to grab. There's like no red light or something. There's like nothing to airbrush. There's loads of details that could paint every colour under the sun, but I'm just trying to keep it quick. So there wasn't a great deal there. Well, the nice thing about painting it red first is you can easily spot where you're supposed to spray with the airbrush, which is nice. But that just like picks out so much, and it just adds so much to the building compared to just like leaving it all unpainted. And it's literally taking like 2 minutes to do, you know? If they did 1 free sub a month, I'd definitely sign up. I've got a thing that rhymes with Chad Blocker on my PC, but I still watch ads on TV and phone. Yeah. It's understandable. It's annoying because like ads are like a really big part of my income, and like with Adpocalypse a few years ago, and then most people using ad blockers, it like really took a hit. But I also understand it's so annoying because YouTube aren't as bad as Twitch, but they're making it like unwatchable. There's a lot of that happening with like social media apps and streaming apps as well, where we've kind of had like the golden age of streaming and social media. And like ever since Elon Musk tried it and it worked, because like him or hate him, I don't like him, but people are paying for Twitter Blue. They're paying $8 a month to use a fucking website that's free because they're morons. More companies are going to do the same. More and more companies are going to start charging for social media, and then it'll happen with streaming services as well, because we went from cable, everyone having cable or equivalent, and then everyone started getting streaming services because they were cheaper, and now everyone's got like 5 streaming services because they want all the programs, so they're paying just as much as they were when they were paying cable, and they're just going to make them more expensive because basically what happens is a company comes in with a new idea, makes everything cheaper than you've currently got, you get it, and then they ramp it up once they've got the monopoly. And that's what we're seeing with both social media and streaming services. It's quite interesting, but also quite sad. Pirate Bay still a thing. Could see that getting popular again. Yeah, definitely, mate. People start considering it again. It's just quite an interesting one to watch. I'd say I think we had like a golden era, you know, like social media and streaming, but now it's going to change. I'll say one thing really long. He got me to finally delete my Twitter account. The thing is with Twitter is like it's getting worse and worse every day, but it's still just where the funny shit happens. You know, it's the platform where dumb shit happens. Is your compressor silent and your noise gate just can't stay out? My noise gate just can't stay out, mate. It's like in a good position where it's hard to hear, then the compression on the microphone doesn't pick it up. I'm currently keep bashing the new Terminators into Grey Knights. Only time I get to do it where the little man is at school or in bed. Oh, bless. But nice, bud. I'd love to see those. I bet they look cool. I love the Grey Knight kits, but putting them against new ones is just like awkward. They're so aged compared. I always wonder if they'll do like a big refresh or they'll just keep adding, because there's not a lot in that codex. There's not a lot of units that aren't borrowed from other codexes, like the Space Marines, like Tech Marines and Dreadnoughts and stuff. It makes me wonder whether they'll just go, oh yeah, we'll just redo them. Or they'll go, okay, here's a new kit and we're just going to pretend they're not like that big. Or that small, sorry. I use Netflix to watch my Korean dramas, Disney Plus to watch my Marvel, Amazon for Invincibles, Lower Deck and the Boys, and Captain Jack Sparrow for finance. Yeah, it's just, there's so much there. Like, you think you got like 3 streaming services, that's what, like 30 quid a month, if not more? Well, we all used to have Sky for about the same price, you know. It's just quite an interesting phenomenon to watch it all happen. That's for sure. Where's the link for Discord? Exclamation point Discord, mate. Oh, there's a link in the description. If you type exclamation point Discord, it should pop up. We put the perfect amount of paint in there. Amazon's the only one I can justify really to get free shipping when shopping. Yeah, so like we got Amazon Prime. Just because, yeah, free shipping's really good. Got some mustard that might make a yellow. What's this one? That's sand. I want to make like an orange highlight. I have orange, but I think we turned it into rust. That says bright red, but that looks more like an orange. Yeah. We kind of mix them up to make a rust colour. I think this is one of them. Put a bit of orange in there and then a bit of mustard and see what comes out. Apparently used to be good until they started using all the channels like Shudder and such. Maybe. I don't really watch too much there. I mostly just watch YouTube these days, lads. YouTube free, baby. That's why I'm kind of like, maybe I just get premium. Because I only watch YouTube. I watch different things with Georgie, but only because she wants to watch it. I'm not too interested. That's too... It's not bright enough. A little bit of orange ink in there to help out. I don't know if I use my inks on terrain, but it's on stream, so I will. Grey Knight model range is an awkward spot now, I agree. Anything new would be difficult to scale properly, but Primary Sify would send the fanbase into anaphylactic shock. Yeah, exactly. I think they probably will, especially what they've done with... What's his face? Crow. Because Crow's quite big compared to everyone else. Nice, I think. Was that whacked a bit of orange ink in there just to give it some intensity? Maybe should have put some yellow in there. Try a bit of yellow ink as well. Sorry about my camera, it keeps dropping out for some reason. I think I need a new adapter. It's only a tiny square, I don't mind using it on terrain, but trying to paint terrain with like Citadel colours is going to get very expensive. Will do. Right, let's pull all this one out again. Crowley's a grown boy compared to the toddlers and baby carrier marines. Yeah, exactly. He's very big compared. Maybe? Pop I've done a Grey Knight into painting phase. Nice, dude. The points have finally been uploaded. Yeah, about fucking time, innit? It's literally been a week since I got them. Is that bright enough, chat? I think it looks more orange now, that's the other problem. What do you reckon? I think it looks okay. Definitely better than just grey. You know? I think we're going to roll with it. Going off. It's annoying because it's only going off like a split second. Yeah, that looks decent. I like the orangey colour to it. Maybe it's a bit brighter than what I should have done, but I think it looks alright. I don't really want to fucking fuck up this colour now. I think the strike squad has some legs in it still. We could stand new termies, perhaps a Centurion light kit with some anti-tank monster would disguise it as scale creep. Yeah, exactly. They definitely need a few more options, I think, rather than a redo. Do orange at one end so some red remains. Just like that. I'm just doing it because the overspray is like red. I'm just going to do a bit more focused orange, basically. But it still looks red. It still reads as red. I think the ink is a bit too intense. That's the problem. Ink tense. but yeah, with Grey Knights, I think the problem is if they redid the strike squad, they would like limit. They'd make all the new kit, the other squads look very different, like the interceptors. So you won't be able to buy one kit and build any infantry squad from it. You'd buy one kit and it'd be one kit. Like this is an interceptor kit, because they definitely stop you like building everything from one kit. That'd be the plan of action when they came to modelling it. They'd be like, the reason we're doing this is for this. I think that this just adds so much, and even though it's not like done, it just looks so nice. I think it looks great. It's like nice in background shots. There's like little pop of color and stuff, which is sweet. Just adds a little bit of visual interest rather than going over the top. Scene you can't do loads of tables because you need to paint for like 9,000 hours, but also not just grey, so it looks really plain and shit. Starting as session 0 for new D&D group on Saturday. Nice, dude. Do I start with the prologue to the campaign or a one-off Goose Hydra sesh? I feel like if you're going to do a campaign, I always think like a prologue's fun, so that people can get used to their characters and start the relationships, you know? Because if you do like a first campaign and you go, right, you all meet in a tavern, you're all on the same job, and then you do like a random goose chase or whatever, as you mentioned, Hydra goose, and then you go, right, okay, you all meet in a tavern again. There's just like weird relationships of like, how long has it been? Whereas if you do a prologue, I mean, that's better. There we go. I'm fairly inexperienced when it comes to D&D though, so don't take my word as gospel. I'm very particular though, because I like people playing D&D and they're like, we're superheroes in a city, and I'm like, no, D&D you're a knight and there's dragons. You know? I played a bunch of them and it's like, I played a bunch of campaigns. Not that, only like a handful. But I'm always like, oh no, I'm not interested unless it's dragons, mate. Can I be a cleric? Not interested. Why doesn't this one do anything? Although the floors are different, maybe. I can be a superhero, not my imagination. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just... Oh. That could have been a lot worse. That could have been a lot worse. It's like I've cummed everywhere. Cummed in orange. Cummed tomato soup. Based to just stop oil as beans. Anyway. Yeah, you could be a superhero, that's fine. I'm just not interested. Oh, have I bent my needle? I think I might have. Yeah, I think I fucked up there, chat. My needle's stuck now. I think I like rammed it in by accident when I hit it with the terrain. Fuck's sake. Jesus. My needle won't move at all. I'm gonna have to like grab it with pliers maybe. Oh, so it's only gonna end badly, isn't it? Yeah, I think I've like rammed it in a bit too far because I hit it with the terrain. Is this because I said just stop oil based? Well, there we go. Managed it. Okay. I don't know what I did there. I think I whacked the back of the needle into the nozzle and it got it stuck. It's still spraying, that's the main thing. I think I'm due a new airbrush. I think I'm gonna have to treat myself to a new airbrush. Does anyone know where I can buy a Conan sword that's to scale for a champion for the new Company of Heroes box? I'm going to stick the Space Wolf head on that. Looks like Conan. I have no idea, to be honest, mate. Bit shops, you can look at Anvil Industry, Puppy to War, stuff like that. They might have something. Or 3D print, I guess. I don't buy too many alternate bits. I basically just buy alternate models these days if I do anything or print them or whatever. I was a bit worried with these with just headlights, but I think it looks okay. It's quite a lot less compared to the other terrain I was printing, like this one, which has a big plasma coil up the side of the building. A bit too much there. The one light overspray. The pose of the champion is Conan's signature pose, so replace the head and sword of Conan ones, a bit of green stuff for the third and make a decent Conan. Oh yeah, definitely. I do like the new company champion. Okay. Right, that's all of them airbrush, chat. That's 2 tables of terrain. Great job, chat. We did well together today. We achieved a lot, I think, together. Essentially, taper fit, you're right, it's a binding in the seat, might be in a bigger nozzle now. Yeah, exactly. Oh well. Still a cheap one anyway. I love a good cheap airbrush. We did it. Congrats, everyone. Just clean out my airbrush now. So it all turns orange. Look at all the fucking paint was rammed to the front when I waxed it. We get a cotton bud. Soak it in there and clean out the nozzle. Make sure you pull the needle back, chat. Don't do this without the needle pulled back. Ooh, lots of colour in there. Yummy. I play a race where I bought GSC Combat Patrol. What weapons do I put on these bastards? There's so many. I think a lot of the weapons are the same now. Oh, there's a bit of a jutter there. Definitely need a new airbrush, I think. A lot of the weapons are the same because they're just mining weapons or heavy mining weapons now. Double check the index depending what kit you're building. I'm trying to work out if there's like a change in this needle, but I don't think there is. It's kind of juttering a little bit, but I wasn't sure what that was. I presume it's to do with the needle now. Simplified, yeah. But stuff like that, it's not so bad. I don't think it's terrible when they do stuff like that. It's only when they make all the weapons shit, you know? Like, making my Thunderhammer the same as a chainsaw is shit. But making, like, my mining weapon the same as a mining weapon is probably okay. Like, making a drill the same as a saw. Yeah, we're blowing bubbles now, chat, look. Can you see? That's not supposed to happen. You're supposed to do it when I put my finger back on it like this. But just spraying through, that's not great. That means air's getting back. So I think I've damaged the nozzle from the whacking it. Let's see if we can get in there and have a look. Forever blowing bubbles, yeah. Pretty bubbles in the air. Yeah, we don't want that though. We don't want pretty bubbles. That's the last thing we want. So we need some clippers. There's some clippers handy. You got a clog, yeah. It's probably, I don't think it's a clog. It's probably just because I just rammed the needle too far and damaged it. Give me my demon hammers back and we'll talk. Yeah, so like hammers, I think when it's similar, they're fine. Like mining weapons are all the same, but like, yeah, hammers being the same as swords is dumb. Okay, so we've got like a lot of the paint out of there. Definitely a lot of blue in the nozzle. And then in here. Yeah, having no hammers in the Grey Knight's army is pretty shit. It'd be nice if it was like Great Nemesis demon weapon and then hammers were separate still. The extra strength and damage they're really missing. They took away hammers from Grey Knights, barring the Dread Knight, yep. Yeah, I think I've damaged this with the whacking it. I'll get a bit of a clean, let's try again. Oh. No bubbles this time, that's actually a good sign. This is now my terrain airbrush. I'm going to have to buy a new one. It's on its way out anyway. I've had it for like 6 months, I think. Alright, chat. We rescued the airbrush, kinda. We rescued the airbrush, kinda. There we go. Cool. I'm painting 2 sets of terrain. What a great day. Very productive, very cool, very epic. Let me grab my other chair. Hello! We did alright today. 2 sets of terrain painted. I'm going to leave them to air dry before I put them back in the box. But that's probably it for today. I'm going to go grab some lunch. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a fun little stream, a little bit of a random chat, and then painting some terrain, which is nice. We are not, it seems, the hammer. We're just... Grey Knights are metaphorically the hammer, not physically the hammer. But yeah, so I might be live again tomorrow. I'm going to catch up with Nick, and we'll probably be like doing like a bit of an Ask Me Anything slash Q&A slash building terrain, probably. It'll be me and Lambo Paints, but I just wanted to confirm with him. So pencil it into your calendars for tomorrow. And then I'm going to be live again. I'm not going to be live Friday for the game night because, annoyingly, Georgie has booked me in to go see Taylor Swift at the cinema, which is going to be fun, but also it's like on Friday night, so I can't stream that night. But I'm going to be live again. Thank you, Kyle. Kyle, thank you so much. Let's go. I was just about to say we're not going to be able to hit the goal today. Kyle, that is so generous of you, mate. Thank you so much. Look at that. We've made it to 11. Thank you so much, matey. You're a star. You're really kind, mate. Thank you. Thank you. We've had 2 big fat gifted memberships from Jamartin, from Kyle Nelson. And we also had a gifted from Conga Stewie. So thank you so much, mate. Tom, Matty, Eric, Kevin, and Mad Basis. Make sure you say thank you and join our Discord. Kyle, thank you so much again for helping us reach the goals before we finish. Thank you so much, mate. Yeah, so I'm not going to be live Friday, but I'm going to be live Saturday for the reveals, and also probably Sunday if Games Workshop are streaming the Tampa Open, which I imagine they are. So thank you so much. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate you all. Kyle, thank you again for getting us over the goals before the end of the stream. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out. And yeah, again, with all of these streams, I know it's a bit laid back and a little bit different, but my only goal is to make sure you don't feel like you've wasted your time. So hopefully you haven't wasted your time today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again potentially tomorrow, if not Saturday. Love you all, and good night. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy work.